disrespect I have to Marcus, though. Drinking out the horn. It's fucked up. It really is. Oh, yeah, Eagles. Yeah.
I'm never drinking out of the horn, man.
Well, I bought the horn for him for Christmas. And then just one day on the pod up, he was like, I'm going to drink out of it every time the Vikings win, feel good about my team. And I was like, all right, well, if they lose, I'm good luck, man. All right, welcome back to another episode of Two Drunk Guys and a Football Podcast. I'm your boy, Skinny Domestic.
And Marcus the Hammer Mary.
I'm Rob, man.
Yeah, this is
Our special guest.
Yeah, our special guest. We have Rob on the show today. As you can see, he's a Bears fan. Actually, just decided to be a Bears fan as of last week, technically.
Who, me? Oh, don't do me like that. No, come on, man.
He decided to watch NFL football for the first time ever last week and was like, "Oh, I'm going to go with the first team."
If you're watching football for the first time ever, you see the Bears and say, "I want to root for that team." You need help, man. But that's my team.
100%, you need help.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be a smart choice, man.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be a smart choice.
No,
terrible.
So a lot of upsets this last week, especially in college football, which some controversy with some of those upsets. First game was number 12 Oklahoma beating number 3 Texas. Sadly,
Shout out Texas. That was good. I still like y'all though.
Oh man, I was shocked that they came down to that. Last 20 seconds of the game.
I mean, it's the Red River rivalry.
Yeah, that's true.
What you expect?
Did
you expect anything different?
I expected Texas to blow them out, honestly.
No. Last year's Oklahoma team, yes. They would have got blown out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they would have got blown out.
Dude, the first 7 minutes of the game was just crazy though.
Yeah.
It was pick, blocked punt.
That whole game it just had action in it though.
Yeah.
If you're a football fan and you watch, I would be like, that's the game to watch right
And
now.
at one point I thought Oklahoma was going to run away with it. Texas
it did look
couldn't
like that
stop
for a while.
them.
Yeah,
Their offense
like
couldn't move. And then all of a sudden, just everything started to turn around for them. And then there was a little bit of a controversial pass interference, I think. That ended it. The guy was riding with him out of bounds.
That's what football has come to.
It's so unfortunate that there's plays at the end of the game, right there.
I don't feel like those should be game deciding plays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's too big.
You're running with a guy out of bounds. You may not be turned around, but it's not like you're pushing him. You're not extending your arms. You're running with him. What you do 99% of the time
while you're running, and the ball is coming. You're not thinking in my head, I got to get my head around.
Yeah,
I just got to break up.
Well, and you're out of bounds anyway.
Yeah,
you're out of bounds anyway. It's what am I supposed? Do I need to turn around when I'm already out of bounds? But
that was too big of a call, man.
Yeah. LSU beat Mizzou, even though LSU technically should never have dropped to 23. They upset number 21 Mizzou, which, dude, I just want LSU to be good like they should be, and they make every game difficult. Every game.
Enough about LSU. How about Mizzou?
Yeah.
How about Mizzou? Who seen that coming? Did you see that coming?
No.
I know.
You're damn right. I didn't see any of it coming.
Oh, you don't watch college football, right?
I was surprised that they got in the top 25.
Mizzou was 5-0.
Yeah.
Quietly. No one was talking about Mizzou. I didn't know Mizzou was 5-0 until I seen they were, LSU, Mizzou, and I was like, oh, Mizzou 5-0?
Well, and the fact that they put up 39 points too.
Yeah.
LSU is scoring.
Did they beat LSU?
No, they lost. But it's the fact that LSU is supposed to be
Daniels is the man, though.
Top 10, top 15 team, and they have not played like it
at all. Their
defense has been, if not worse than the USC defense, which is saying a lot. And their offense has been just it's a roller coaster. They start terrible or they start hot, and then it takes a shit real quick.
My college team is Ole Miss, so.
Hey,
I'm an owner of Ole Miss. So we did. DJ did a college football draft. So we drafted the teams. Me and Skinny are in it, and I had no idea what I was doing. I was just auto picking. I was like, you know what? I'm a big Ole Miss guy, so I took Ole Miss. I took a bunch of random teams.
No idea how good they were.
No, he's top. Well, I don't know after this week, but you were top 3. So
yeah. So how does that work? Is it you pick a college team and?
So it was you had to pick from SEC, ACC,
Power 5 schools.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't you go SEC?
Because you could only have to fill it out.
So it's a roster of 11 total team. You have 11 total teams. You get 3 like flexes, so it could be like
so they like,
but it's like the small but the three
positions.
Like MAC and Sunbelt.
Okay.
So the 3 are more of like the non-Power 5 schools, and then 8 Power 5 schools. But the catch is you can't draft another team from a Power 5, like let's say you take Penn State. You can't draft another Big Ten team until you've taken the other 4 Power 5 school teams.
So you can't go back to back.
Yeah.
Back to back SEC. Okay, that makes sense.
So it's actually kind of like you have to have some type of strategy. You have to expect like these teams are going to go, and like by the end of it, you're looking at teams that are projected like I took Northwestern and Colorado. Like they were projected like 3 wins, type thing. So
Colorado was a steal too.
But those are the teams that are going to make or break a lot of those rosters.
Why would you pick Northwestern and Colorado though?
Because at the time,
I can understand Colorado now,
but at the time, like there was nothing really left of teams. Like
I got you.
You kind of like just like, well, I guess this is gonna work. Hopefully, this works out.
What was your first team, Joe?
I want to say Michigan. I have Michigan, Texas, Notre Dame, James Madison. Like I have a pretty solid team. I've been number 1 the last couple of weeks, but this week not a good week.
You get points based on their scores.
Points based off of wins. If they win their conference overall, and then if they win their bowl game. So, like Notre Dame, I'm not going to win a conference.
Right.
I'm out on a conference point.
Yeah, mine was all like, I took Clemson, Penn State, Oregon State, Baylor, Ole Miss, UCF, BYU, Georgia Tech, Fresno State, South Alabama, FAU. I don't know how most of them are doing.
Well, Fresno State lost.
You should watch college football.
I try because I like play NCAA and stuff like that. Right. That's fun to me, but I just can't. It's just too much going on. Like NFL, like
too many teams to keep up with.
Too many players, too much. Like it's so much, and I'm like, fuck. I already waste Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays
watching
football.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't waste a Saturday. I got to get something done in my life.
Well,
I do, but
I get things done, but I make sure I watch college football.
Yeah.
Like I coach my son's flag football team, so we play on Saturday morning. So I'm already up, getting my day going. So by the time we're finished, because he has basketball right after football, by the time we finish that, we're watching college football. Hey, watch college football.
That's how it goes. Speaking of Fresno State, Marcus, they were ranked 24th, but they lost to Wyoming. So
that's terrible.
Wow.
Didn't watch that. UCLA beat Washington State, which that was a shocker too.
That is.
Washington State has been good, looked good. UCLA is falling off.
Honestly, I thought UCLA was going to be a lot better than they are.
Yeah.
I thought they were.
The way Washington State's been playing, I mean, they've made their way up to 13. I thought it was going to be a complete blowout, and they only scored 17 points. It's like, man, you were ranked higher than you should have been.
We see that week after week.
Yeah, well, it's like Notre Dame.
Yeah.
25 Louisville beats 10 Notre Dame. Notre Dame has just been so depressing too. It's like LSU. Like
they always come in with the hype. Notre Dame is going to be good. Notre Dame.
And then every game, and
win 2 or 3 games and lose a big one. Lose a big one against.
Like they lost to Texas.
Louisville.
Yeah, and then they lose to Louisville.
Like,
I mean, if Louisville wasn't ranked, they'd be lower than they already are. But now, losing to a ranked team doesn't have that big of an impact. But they're not going to be in the college football playoffs anymore.
No,
and then the most controversial college football upset was the Georgia Tech over Miami. 30 seconds left. All you got to do is knee the ball. Knee the ball and you win.
How do you not take a knee, man?
The only thing that I have to that, though, is, I mean, they kind of deserve it because they did run the ball. But after reviews, the running back was down.
I did see that, too, where his elbow hit.
Yeah.
Even if he was down, you shouldn't even be.
Yeah. It just...
If you had a school like Miami, right? If you made it to be the head coach of a school like Miami, that means you have at least 15 years of 15 years of head coaching in your background, at least, right? Say, you wouldn't know. Say right?
Yeah.
At least, at least 15 years, right? So, 15 years of head coaching football, you have to know to take that knee. I'm sorry, there's no excuse for that.
Well, then
no excuse for
that.
But
that's also something though, like if he runs out the clock and they run the ball and like nothing happens, no one's gonna think anything of it. That's
I think
they had no timeouts.
Yeah, like they literally had no timeouts.
Oh really?
In
They had
college
no
football
timeout.
is 40 seconds. Like you take the knee, the game's over.
Game over. Game over. It was what,
And then-
32 seconds left. Or
Yeah,
something like
and
that?
then in
Like-
28 seconds, Georgia Tech goes down and scores the game when he touches. What's even funnier?
I watched that.
What's
I did
even
watch
funnier
that.
is Miami had a huge recruiting class there
That's insane, man.
present for the game.
Yeah.
So they did that in front of this huge ass section of people there potentially coming to Miami. So
That's
That's
Yeah.
that's
It-
terrible, man. Because
it's one of those things where it's like you deserved it because you're stupid, but like looking at the replay, I don't know how the ref even missed, because you see the replay, the ref is like 5 yards away from it and can see everything going on too. So it's funny to me.
So can you challenge in college football? Or
So
does it have
that
to be
that
like,
automatic. So
it's
over
like a booth review.
yeah,
in
it's a
the
booth
NFL?
review
Yeah.
no matter what. Yeah.
I mean, so they looked at it.
Yeah, it was
You have
reviewed.
to look at it. It was a change of possession.
Yeah, it
you
was
have to look
reviewed,
at it.
but I was shocked that it did not.
Shouldn't be in that position. Man.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even be
And
in
then
that
of course we got to talk about the in-state teams, Iowa State and Iowa. Iowa State won against TCU.
position. I mean, Colorado showed us TCU wasn't anything close to what they
TCU
were
isn't
last
the
year.
TCU
Yeah,
is not the team
not
they
even
were
close.
last. They had 3 returning starters.
Yeah,
So
not even close. Yeah.
and then Iowa is like the worst 5-1 team somehow. They beat Purdue.
Can't you say that's the usual though?
Yeah, it
Iowa
is.
is always probably the worst 5-1
And what's
team.
what's crazy is they'll go like 10-2 or whatever, and if they don't score those 325, their offensive coordinator's gone no matter what. They could win games, but as long as he's not putting up 325 total points in the season, he is gone. So that's going to be like one of the worst like firings you have to think about. My team was successful. Well, you didn't meet the standard we needed. Moving on to NFL now. Well,
my shit.
You want to
He's like,
start?
oh, yeah.
Want to start with injuries?
Oh, there's a ton.
Yeah.
It was a bad week.
Is one helping us out?
JJ's hurt on injury reserve. I feel like the Vikings, if we go out and we lose to the Bears, if by the time JJ is getting close to returning and we're like, I don't know, he could be back by like week 10 and we're like 1-9, 1 and whatever.
2-8 loses or whatever.
2-8. I think it's time for the Vikings to just trade away Kirk, start getting rid of some of these players before the trade deadline, and like decide what they want to do, because like JJ's going to be pissed. He wants Kirk, but this injury that's so impactful on this team. I still think that our offense is good. Like we have playmakers all over. Like TJ Hawkinson's a stud. Jordan Addison's, he looks good for a
Like
rookie.
Jordan Addison.
Yeah, he's pretty cold. KJ Osborne, I always liked him. I always thought he was good. Madison's been playing a lot better. What's his face that we got from the
Akers?
Like that offense is good, and that defense has been playing a lot better. I don't think people have been talking about that. Brian Flores is a damn good coach.
That was a huge upgrade, man.
He is
that
such
was
a
a
good
huge
coach,
upgrade for
man.
y'all team. Such a huge, yes, y'all need that.
Yeah.
y'all need
If you
that.
guys want to think about it too, if you trade Kirk, you're going to get more draft capital.
Yeah.
Potentially, depending on where you trade him to, like you send him to the Patriots, you send him to the, Jets or something.
That
you
might be the one.
You might be able to get a quarter.
He would eat him alive, though. Kirk Cousins would get eaten alive by Bill Belichick.
But like you might be able to swindle a quarterback from their roster too, because
that's fair.
most people aren't going to give you a first for a 35-year-old.
No.
So
not Kirk Cousins. I don't think Kirk Cousins is a bad quarterback, but I'm not getting a first round.
He's fringe to me. Like I know I feel like we talk about Kirk way too much because he gets brought up so much. To me, he's fringe top 10 guy. I really do think that. Like if you watch what he's done in his career, like he's played good
top
football.
10?
like a top 10 quarterback in the league.
In the league right now?
Yeah, I'd probably say it's there.
Yeah.
In the NFC, he's number 2 or 3.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, but the
Yeah.
NFC's weak with quarterback.
I'll take Kirk over a lot of quarterbacks though. Even though, like I said, I like Kirk, but I wouldn't want him as my starting quarterback. But I'll still take him over a few.
It
Yeah.
depends the
quarterbacks
team
out there.
dynamic. Like if you were the Cowboys right now, I would take Kirk over Dak. Dak has not played well, man.
I don't know about that, man.
Really?
I don't know about taking Kirk over Dak. Dak hasn't played well, but he'll bounce back.
Do you think so?
He'll bounce back.
I
now,
just don't see it.
I'm not a believer in the Cowboys at all. Don't get me wrong. We can sit here and talk shit about the Cowboys
Yeah, we could.
all day. You feel me?
But like he's
But-
not like a Russ. Like you know how like Russ has been playing. He had a bad year, Dak has not been good since he broke his
It was
first
his ankle.
injury. Yeah,
It was his ankle, yeah.
he hasn't played well, and if you look at him, he's off, man. And that team's too good. You have probably a top 3 offensive line. You have a skill position wise.
That defense is.
It's good. It's so good.
And then
CeeDee Lamb, dude. I don't think people understand. CeeDee was a dog out of what he's from Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oklahoma. I like CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's good.
Michael Gallup is good.
Dak just got hot feet right now. He can't you know what I'm saying?
My favorite thing is he said he wasn't going to throw 10 picks, and he's already at like 4. So keep going, Dak.
Yeah. Well, then, no, but see, I always think about it once Amari Cooper left, and he's a black Kirk Cousins. I'm like, damn, that's fucked. But I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing. You could win with Kirk. You just got to have the right team for him.
You can win just enough with Kirk. You can't win it all with Kirk.
Yeah.
You can win just enough to say that might be a good team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But not to win it all.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But if he was on a team like the 49ers, he could win it all. Like, he's not someone like, you know how Patrick Mahomes, Rodgers, Brady, Peyton Manning take these players.
Those names you throwing out there.
But this is why I'm saying that, though. It's like they can take people and make them better. Like, they're going to evaluate the team. Like, Kirk's above average, I would say, but he's not going to make the team fantastic. He's not going to win a game. Like, Patrick Mahomes will win you a game just because he's Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, yeah. He'll
Kirk
make that
isn't
play.
like that. But, like, neither is Matthew Stafford. Neither is a lot of these quarterbacks in the league.
Hold on. Matthew Stafford showed us. He showed us.
Yeah, but look at the team that he had.
Yeah,
but that was Stafford.
Yeah, but I'm saying is that.
Well, don't minimize. Don't minimize Matthew
But
Stafford.
that would be the case for Kirk on the Niners.
No, y'all saying I didn't like that. But look at the team. No, don't do that to Matthew Stafford, man. Don't do that to him. Now, I'm a Bears fan, so I'm a true hater of any other quarterback that's not a Bears quarterback, right? Especially within our division, right?
You think Matthew Stafford is that much better than Kirk, though?
Yes, he has a Super Bowl.
He had Cooper Kupp in the best defense in the
Hold
league.
on, watch this.
Okay,
Kirk Cousins got Justin Jefferson.
I know, but
What you mean? I know.
defense and the offensive line.
Don't do that to Matthew Stafford, man.
Oh gosh! All right, moving on. Next
Don't do
injury.
that to Matthew
Next
Stafford.
injury. Anthony Richardson.
Dude, that hurts me, man.
Cam Newton 2.0, like you said.
That's
But here's the thing, though.
a big one, man.
Why is Cam Newton 2.0? He's better. He's a better passer than Cam is.
That's fine, but his shoulder.
What he showed, I know.
Shoulder gonna go to shit now, and.
But he's just stupid
Hold
because
on,
he doesn't
man.
take care of his body, man.
Let's go back a little bit.
Okay.
Better pass than Cam Newton.
Dude, he's looked good. He's looked good. Cam was not that great of a passer. Cam was electric. Well, look at him, though. Look at the stats and everything.
You know what? Okay, yeah, I'll take that. Better passer.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Cam Newton overall quarterback. Wait, yeah.
But there's a difference, though.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Because I did not think Anthony Richardson was going to be that good. Because I saw the college tape and 50% completion
Dude,
percentage.
at Florida,
That dude's a dog.
he was benched twice. That's how bad.
Nobody expected.
Yeah,
Nobody expected.
And now, and again, he said, he's not taking care of his body. Again, week 1, Trevor Lawrence literally told him, if you keep taking hits, you're not going to last in the league. And he's been out now twice due to being taken.
This one's gonna stay for a while.
Oh well, yeah. This one's
gonna stay for a
while. So
while.
Minshew mania, baby.
And he's looked good, though.
He keep getting a chance, man.
But doesn't he look good, though?
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson
He doesn't look bad. No, he doesn't.
He's not.
He doesn't look
He's
bad.
not as. He doesn't look as good as. The crazy one is C.J. Stroud, because everyone was trying to say he was dumb and he couldn't do it. Dude, that dude looks better than every other quarterback in that draft, and I don't think it's close. He looks like he's a sophomore quarterback.
So C.J. Stroud, my best friend, he's a huge Michigan fan.
Mm-hmm.
He took me to a Michigan game 2 years ago. I had a blast, man. But anybody from OSU, fuck them. No, I don't care how good they are. He will not say that they're good.
Yeah.
And I every week I tell him hey, Look at C.J. Stroud. Oh, man, he's trash. He's just another Ohio State quarterback. He's terrible. Shout out Jerry. I know you're going to watch it. But he's like, oh, man, he's terrible, man. He's not a good quarterback. Anything Ohio State quarterback does. He hates him, man. He hates him. I'm talking about he's diehard.
Well, I mean, think about it. Most Ohio State quarterbacks have not been good.
He has a point. He has a point. But C.J. Stroud looks damn good right now, man. He looks damn good.
And he looks so poised, too.
Yeah.
Like, when you see him, like, you see, like, rookie quarterbacks, like, especially the Pittsburgh game, I feel like that was, like, he's legit. He
doesn't look like he's struggling to make his decision.
Against the Falcons, he drove down the field and scored when he needed to.
Yeah.
But then his defense couldn't hold up and they lose. Yeah. But, yeah, like, he looks very good.
He does.
Another injury is James Conner. The Cardinals.
That hurts that team, man.
Oh, big time. Knee, he'll probably miss a couple weeks.
How about them beating the Cowboys? I know y'all probably
hell yeah, brother.
I know y'all probably talked about it,
but that team.
Yeah,
good for that team.
Yeah, they needed that.
They're so gritty and just fun to watch because it's like they should be tanking at this point for just whatever they can get, and they're like, no, we're gonna win. We're gonna try to win this game still. Like you could we're
still gonna be competitive, and I like that. Though.
You could pull the Vikings and put somebody on IR and trade away quarterback and
do something.
I like that though, man. I'm never for a team tanking. I don't care who's coming. Like everybody's saying the Bears should trade away Justin Fields and tank to get Caleb Williams. Like, don't do that.
Well, the one thing too
terrible,
is
man.
The issues you guys were having wasn't going to be fixed with just Caleb Williams either.
We're the Bears, right? Now, never known for getting a good quarterback.
Yeah,
never known for having a good quarterback. We're gonna get Caleb Williams, and he was gonna be terrible.
Yeah,
terrible. Why? Because we don't have an offensive line.
Well, that's like I like once they always say like, oh, Deshaun Watson. You guys could add Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes. Would they be who they are now if they were on the Bears?
Probably not.
Coaching,
but maybe if you play it out, we draft Mahomes and then get Matt Nagy. That might have would have worked.
Yeah,
you know. But I'm still a Nagy hater, man. Fuck Matt Nagy, man.
You hated him?
Yes, man.
What do you like, Mark? What was it, Trustman?
No. I
dude, they did Lovey dirty though, man.
10-6.
10-6, and they fired him. That's crazy.
Who does that, man?
So my father,
who does that, man?
Huge Bears fan, and he still talks about that. They did do Lovey dirty, man.
No, Lovey was a great coach. If he would have been in Chicago, I guarantee you, Chicago Bears. I'm not going to say we would have won a Super Bowl or not, but we wouldn't be as horseshit as we are right now.
Yeah,
I can guarantee
you guys to a Super Bowl.
Yeah. 2006, we lost to Peyton Manning, but
still,
yeah,
he still got you there.
But yeah, but we wouldn't be as bad as we are right now if we still had Lovie Smith.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, no way.
Travis got hurt.
Yeah, I don't see him missing time really.
That dude's just a different breed. Because like once do you see him slip?
Yeah,
watch that
I
game?
thought it was Achilles.
You did?
When he reached back for it, I thought it was Achilles. Yeah, I remember I tore my Achilles 2 years ago, and I did the same thing. Like, oh, somebody stepped on me. And I'm like, nobody around me.
Well, at first I was like, when I saw it, I was like, what the fuck even happened? I was like, because it was just a simple slip.
Yeah.
On his whole foot went. It wasn't like he, most times with the Achilles, it's when you're trying to step off or whatever. He tried to step on the side of his foot. So I was like, what the fuck just happened? And I was like, is he really that hurt over something that small? And
when I seen him reach for it though, so I was like, oh.
I know he's had foot surgery before, but I don't know if it's that same foot or not. So and then at that point I was like, well, he's had foot surgery. Maybe he re-aggravated something there, but I think he's gonna play through it.
Yeah.
He's
if it's he came back
and scored a touchdown,
so,
played fine.
It might not be that.
He'll just have to wrap it better. Blah blah blah. All that.
Little nagging injuries.
Well, and he's also 34.
Yeah.
30.
I was worried because I got Travis in my fantasy league, and I'm like, ugh, because he's a superstar at tight end.
Oh yeah.
So
not. And then the big one is Achane.
That
huge,
sucks, man. Yeah,
dude's been going off, and now will be out multiple weeks. Whatever they want to.
All right, listen to this straight.
Oh my goodness!
Listen to this straight. As controversy in his league. That's all I am. I always piss people off in there. So I traded Devon Achane and Hollywood Brown. I got CeeDee Lamb, and who's the other one? Miles Sanders. Is that a fair trade?
Who did that trade?
his brother-in-law.
My
That
brother.
was a terrible trade, man. He agreed to that.
Oh yeah.
It would have had to be at least. I would have needed 3 players if I'm giving you CD Lamb. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you CD Lamb and who else you said was?
Miles Sanders. But Sanders been ass, man. He hasn't been playing.
Yeah, but that's CD Lamb.
Yeah,
we was just talking about.
I know.
Lamb.
I like CD Lamb.
Just talking about CD Lamb, and you can argue he's going to stay healthier than A-Chain because A-Chain he's a running back.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, the other one too. The biggest one that people were is Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson Jr. So it's not like,
dude, but A-Chain is crazy. Bro.
Yeah,
like if you look at those numbers,
as of right now, you're winning that trade. It doesn't matter after last week because A-Chain's out a couple
all
weeks.
he has to do is if CD plays like he did last week, he just has to do it like 4 times, 4 weeks in a row, and I win the trade.
Yeah,
but no,
A-Chain has like his yards per carry is 12 yards a carry.
you see how fast
He has like,
man?
dude, that dude is insane.
I mean, that whole
it's ridiculous.
the whole team.
well, and I love the little like friendly competitiveness they keep having after games of like Tyreek's like, yeah, A-Chain's like the 3rd fastest on the team, and then like the top 6 fastest people so far have been one of the Dolphins players each
it's
week.
ridiculous.
That's crazy, man. Like that.
That's that
how
Florida
do you cover
speed,
that team,
though.
Man? How do you cover?
Yeah,
that
exactly. You can't stack the box to stop a running back, even though I mean like pause you. It's not like A-Chan is like you know, like a CMC or like a those type of guys where you're gonna kind of like Derrick Henry, you're gonna try to stack the box. So it's not like you have to do that anyway. But then you can't stack the box because you have Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill to guard.
Stack the box against the Dolphins. You're asking for it.
Yeah, exactly.
That means your receivers 1-on-1.
That really helps the running backs is having that speed, just the speed and on the outside, and then
And they added Chase Claypool, man.
Who I think I don't like Chase Claypool. He showed good signs with the Steelers.
He can be good, but his demeanor, man.
Yeah, he's got a bad attitude.
He has a terrible attitude, like terrible attitude.
I like once he pissed off Mike Tomlin. He's like, we need to start playing music at practices to get us motivated. And Mike Tomlin's like, shut the fuck up.
Like
it'll be interesting to see how him and Mike McDaniel do.
Where does he fit in though?
Yeah. The only thing that I can think of is he's literally their biggest guy now.
He's
like
6'4", 230. You know, like But
you don't like a big guy in the slot.
Not when you have fucking speed.
Will he make that play though? He's inconsistent. We know
he's
inconsistent.
That he bothers me though because he has a talent.
Yeah,
like he's kind of like
he showed flashes of being really good. Yeah,
he's wide receiver 4. Braxton Berrios is better.
Dude, Braxton Berrios is kind of fast.
Berrios, he's kind of fast. Man. He'll give you a great route.
Yeah, I love Berrios.
Great route. Yes, he will.
Yeah, he's pretty fast too.
Speaking of wide receivers, Van Jefferson went to the Falcons.
Falcons.
It's such a weird trade. Like
I forgot about Van Jefferson. Like he wasn't doing anything.
It doesn't make any. What the fuck are the Falcons doing? They don't throw the ball anyway.
I hate Arthur Smith. I'm just saying it. He's a terrible coach, bro. Like he's a good NFL coach if you want like an average team. Like he kind of reminds me of Mike Zimmer. Like where they don't use their talent and they're just kind of like trying to win every game and like they stay competitive. But like you got dogs, man.
You got Pitts. You got
Drake London is a dog.
And the lead tight end.
And Jonnu Smith. Right and Jonnu Smith is your leading receiver. It's just like
it's because he's like, yeah, I had Jonnu at the Titans. Jonnu's good. Jonnu's a good athlete though too. But God,
yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But we'll just end the quarter there. We gotta cheers it and go on to quarter 2.
I'm taking a shot.
Yeah, if you want to take a shot. Oh.
God damn, I shouldn't have put a full beer in.
You heard the timer go off. I don't know why you did.
You can't help myself.
I told you to bring all these beers up. Cheers. All right, quarter 2. This is all about you, Rob.
Oh, it's about me.
Okay. So background, sports background, football background. What got you into football? Got you into Bears fan? Just start from day one and go from there.
Well, I've always had a love for football. You know, when you grow up in predominantly black neighborhoods, a little bit about me as we're doing right now. I was born in Clarksdale, Mississippi, and I kind of bounced back back and forth from Clarksdale to Chicago my whole life. So I went to high school in Chicago, but most of my early teenage years was in Mississippi. So that's where I first started playing football and got the love for football because in the South.
That's what it is.
Football in the South. I mean, so that's why I got my love for football. And I went to high school in Chicago. So when I was in high school, I ran track, I wrestled, played football. I did a bunch of things, man. I was always trying to stay busy. I'm number 5 out of 6 kids. My mom had 6 kids. She was a single mom, so
it's a lot of kids.
Yeah, you gotta, you feel me? We kind of raised ourselves. You know, my mom worked all the time, so nothing against her, but she worked all the time, so we kind of had to raise ourselves. And I seen what's going on in my environment, and I didn't want any parts of it, so I forced myself to stay busy and get out of there. So I had to earn me a scholarship. When I first graduated high school, I went to Ball State out of high school, but I was a product of my environment, So I lasted there. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, man. I lasted there maybe 3 weeks.
Really?
And I was kicked out, man.
Oh wow.
Division I scholarship, gone.
Really? I didn't know that you had a D1 scholarship.
Oh yeah, I went to Ball State out of high school, man.
Were you playing running back or wide receiver?
So when I got there, they kind of had like a swing position, is what they called it. Running back, wide slot receiver. So
like the H.
Yeah, that was kind of my position. And that's kind of where I fit in because I can play both. So like I said, swing position is what they call it. So I played the swing position, and yeah, man, I lasted there 3 weeks, man.
Really?
Got into some fights. I was got caught with alcohol in my room multiple times. You can
in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, man. When I got
sued
there,
for profiling over here. They're like, this guy's, we busted him once, we're gonna get him again, guys.
I mean, that's kind of what it was. Oh, I know this kid's fucked up. Let's go knock on his door, man. But when I got there, man, it was honestly too much freedom, man. You can't take a kid out of my environment, Southside Inglewood, Chicago, and just give them that much freedom, man. It's on you to get up and go to class. It's on you.
Yeah.
Make sure you're getting things done that you need to get done. It's on you to make sure you're not getting caught up in all these women. You gotta make sure you're not getting caught up in all these women. You feel me? But and like I said, a kid from where I'm from, man, it was like holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So went back home, man. My oldest brother, he was kind of my pops growing up, but we clashed heads a lot because we were both two dominant men. And I'm a baby boy. He's the oldest boy, so he was always here with us. But I got nothing but love for him, because he was kind of my dad, and he was kind of there to be the one to tell me, "Hey man, you fucked up."
Yeah.
That's on you, man. Like you did that. You got to own that. I don't want to hear no excuses. Like you got to own up to that. So when I got shipped back home, I had to go face him. And my brother, right now, like I said, I love him to death, man. That's my dog. He was the what you wanted in the oldest boy.
Mm-hmm.
He has a master's degree in business. He manages a chain of like BMO Harris Banks in the Chicagoland area. He's, like I said, he's what you want in the oldest boy.
A good role model.
Yeah, he went to school on a basketball scholarship, tore his ACL, and never played again. But he also had like a 4.0 GPA. So they like, we still gonna pay for you to go to school, So yeah, he did what he needed to do with that, man. He took care of himself.
Good for him.
He took care of himself. Like I said, coming from where we come from, man.
Yeah.
From where we come from, that was huge. So I try to follow in his footsteps, but I'm not a 4.0 kid. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a 4.0 kid.
What does
man.
this 2.25 give me? All right.
What I need to get? 2.7. Okay, cool. I can do that. Not saying I'm a dumbass, but school just not mine.
No, I get it.
School isn't for everybody, man.
It doesn't. I mean, you can make a ton of money not being in
Yeah.
school, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Marcus, for example.
now,
A ton of money.
don't get me wrong. Now, I'm like I said, I'm not a dummy. I scored a 27 on my ACT. You know, that's how I got a Division I scholarship. You can't go there with a 17, 18. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
That's pretty good, though.
Yeah, I'm a good test taker. I'm a great
Yeah.
test taker. I can sit there and take a test. Like, you need me, but I can't study.
Yeah.
I never, nobody ever, like I said.
I didn't know how to study
I didn't know how to study.
until my senior year of my bachelor's. Like,
Gotcha.
I just, high school never had to do it. College, JUCO college, didn't have to do it. Junior year, my bachelor's was very rough because I was trying to, but I couldn't do it. And then my senior year was a breeze because I actually learned how to implement some type of study and then make it work. But yeah, no, I understand studying.
Yeah, it was rough, man. Like, I struggled because although, like I said, my brother, he was like my father figure there, but he was going through his master's at the time, so he didn't have time to sit there and tell me, hey, this is what you need to do. Like, he would be there to tell me that over the phone. And, sure, all right, okay, yeah, all right. And I'm going doing whatever I was doing,
the
like,
opposite.
Yeah, exactly the way he told me not to do.
So how did you get to? You went to Grinnell, right? Graceland, that's right.
Graceland, yeah.
How'd you get to Graceland?
That's where I met my knucklehead friend Ski. Shout out Ski. That's where I met my dog at. So after Ball State, I went to Lincoln University of Missouri, which is Division II, in Jefferson City, Missouri. It's HBCU, by the way. So I didn't last there but a semester. It was, like I said, it's HBCU, Historical Black College University. It was party city. It was too much.
Really?
For me to ignore. Yeah. It was too much for me. Like, HBCUs are party schools. You know, that's where all the fraternities and sororities at, the Divine Nine, the Q Dogs, the Alphas, the Omegas, the AKAs, all the black fraternities and sororities. That's where they're at. All the HBCUs. Yeah. That's why all the HBCUs. So like all the movies like Stomp the Yard and things where they show the bands and the dancing and the fraternities and sororities dancing and doing their strutting and all that. Hey, that's real life at HBCUs.
Really?
That's real life, and it was too much for me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was too much for me. At a point, I just stopped going to class because I knew I wasn't gonna make it through the end of the semester. I was like, I'm finna just kick it then.
Yeah.
You know, which was terrible.
Yeah.
It was just terrible because I had to go home and face my brother again. You know, so and I'll be honest with you, every time I had to come back home, he was right there. Like, yep. And man, we butted heads because a couple times I told him, bro, you're not my dad, and I hate I told him that because he like, nigga, I'm what you know as a dad. I'm trying to do everything I can for you. You know, like I buy you shoes, I buy you clothes. You know, like he was that for me.
Yeah.
And like I said, I told him that, like, bro, you ain't my daddy, man. Like I got it. I hate I told him that, man. But
so then you got to
after Lincoln, I went to a junior college in Mississippi. I told you my dad's from Mississippi, so in Clarksdale, Mississippi, is a junior college, probably 10 minutes outside of the city. So I was like, I'm gonna go kick it with my pops, and I'm gonna go to school and play football. You know,
junior colleges suck, bro.
Yeah, it was the worst facilities, the worst equipment. School hadn't won a game in probably 4 years. They was in the same conference with the first school on Last Chance U, East Mississippi.
Okay.
Yeah. They was in that conference. And I'm pretty sure we're on that first season, probably losing 66-0 or something like that. Like,
we'll have to go back and look.
People don't understand junior colleges unless you've been in a junior college playing
sport.
It's
rough, man.
I played at Ellsworth.
Yeah, I think you told me this. Yeah, Ellsworth.
And I played for half a semester. I fucked up my hamstring in high school, my senior year of track, and I could not stop myself. Like I always was going, kept pulling it. I got there, they had no trainers.
At Ellsworth, no trainers?
No trainers during the summer program. So like we were playing football, and I kept pulling that shit. And like I'm competitive, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're gonna keep trying to go on it.
Yeah, I keep trying to go on it. it heals a little bit, then you're like, okay, I'm good. Hamstrings are a bitch. That's why
Oh,
you hate
yeah.
them, because like you think that you're ready to go.
As soon as you want to make a cut.
Yeah.
Oh.
And especially for receivers.
Oh, yeah.
Like, especially because you need so much power, vertical speed, then stopping on a dime, and turning.
The fast twitch muscles,
So I kept pulling it, and I was just like, fuck this. And it wasn't a bad college. I met a lot of, great football players that, I still talk to and are friends with. But
no, you meet some dogs in community college. Like, I mean, like some grade A ball players.
D1 caliber players.
Yeah.
There.
And like I said, I was in Mississippi. So,
Dogs.
it was some dogs down there. But just couldn't get the grades right. Just couldn't get it. I mean, it was like at Ole Miss. I mean, not Ole Miss. At Coahoma Community College, what it was called, CCC. I mean, it was Ole Miss coming out there to look at kids. It was Mississippi State coming out there to look at kids. Southern Miss, they had bona fide ball players out there. Like, but like I said, just couldn't get the grades right.
Did you play with any NFL players there?
No, I didn't. I played against a few of them, like in high school, but it was like kind of like players that made the practice team.
Yeah.
Maybe showed up in the game, maybe dressed, like.
But no, like big names.
Yeah,
You're not getting your DK Metcalf.
No, I played high school in Chicago, so no, it's not too many. I could tell you a bunch of basketball players I know.
Really?
NBA players, like that's Chicago. That's basketball.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, like it's basketball players. Like I guarantee you, I can go in my old neighborhood right now and knock on somebody's door. His name was Eddie, and I guarantee you he can beat anybody 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Bring him. Bring him. Bring him. Bring him. Like, basketball players in Chicago, man. But anyway, back to me. After I left the junior college, then I went to Grayson. And then that's where I met Ski, did my thing there.
And you played wide receiver and running back, right? Did you play the same, or did you play just wide receiver?
I played majority wide receiver. Like my last year there, we was talking about a position change to running back.
Yeah.
Because I was ineligible one season, and you play scout when you go to college. You play scout team offense, and nobody wanted to be like a running back because that year we had a great defense. Like that year at Grayson, that was Ski them year. Like they was balling that year. We had a good defense though. We actually almost won conference that year, but we lost to William Penn by like 3 points on the last minute touchdown. William Penn. I don't know if you know William Penn run like wing T. So they run a lot of little options in the backfield. So you're not expecting them to run a post. They got the ball back. It was maybe 45 seconds left in the game. We were up by 4 in the backfield. I was like, oh my God! It was probably for like 60 yards, man. Game-winning touchdown. But that's why I met Ski at, man. But like I said, I was playing.
You guys were grinding against each other
every single day in practice. Like that was my training partner in practice. Like every day.
That's a good training partner, because he'll build you up.
Yeah, because he's gonna give you everything he got.
Oh, 100%.
And that's why I was like, oh yeah, we're going 1-on-1. I want Ski. Come on, 1-on-1 in practice. Yeah, come on, Ski. You already know what it is. Yo, come on, let's go. Now he got the best of me. Sometimes I got the best of him, but we battled. One thing that he'll always have over me that I can't do anything about. His arms like a foot longer than mine, man. Dude. His arms is like a foot longer than mine. To run back when I was at Grayson. Like I said, I was on the scout team offense, and no one wanted to be the running back. Like I said, our defense was good, and shout out Betts, our middle linebacker. He was like head high. Like the scout team, he was.
See, I hate that.
Yeah, he
he was he one of those players? I'm not saying he was like bad or anything, but we had one of those players once we were in like high school and stuff like that. That would he was a practice all-star, man. He would put hits on people like he was playing the NFL. Yeah. And it gets into games and he wouldn't do
anything. Yeah. No, that wasn't Betts though. Betts, well, that's just how he practiced and that's how he played.
So he was 100% like
he wore number 1.
All go
linebacker. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he's a dog.
He's a number 1 at middle linebacker.
The one that I hated in high school was when they'd have the starting varsity go against the freshman team.
Oh yeah,
it's like I'm gonna die. Like I know I'm 6'2", 240 pounds, but the dude I'm lining across up from right now is 6'6", 300, like,
and you always got that coach over there. Give him a look,
and
give him a look,
and you know the two older kids on the varsity team are like, the guard and fucking tackle are gonna be like,
right.
we're gonna fuck this kid up right now. I fucking hated that so much.
Like, I played running back in high school, so man, like,
just
come on, man. I know this scout offensive line isn't gonna block. I know they're not gonna block, man. You gonna give me the ball? I got to treat like it's a punt return then.
Yeah,
I got to treat like it's a punt return.
Pretty much.
You gotta go Barry Sanders.
Just start waving your hand like fucking red flagging it.
But yeah, I used to shred our defensive practice, man, on scout offense at running back, which I believe is my natural position. But I just learned how to catch the football, like, so that's probably one of my best attributes now, like just catching, like. But my natural position, most natural position is probably running back though. So we was talking about position change.
Mm-hmm.
Then I ended up not playing because we switched head coaches, and the head coach we had, I'm gonna tell you this, he threw the ball in a game 82 times.
So you guys didn't run the ball?
No, at all.
That's so weird.
At all.
That's so weird.
We had a receiver. We had a receiver go All-American. He broke the record for most catches in a game. Like, he did his thing. He did his thing. Like,
wow, I wonder.
But look though, his stats was, I think he had about 4 touchdowns though, but he had 22 receptions for like 127 yards.
Really?
So it's
like 7 yards a catch.
It was maybe 2 yards. Who ran a shit ton of bubble screens?
Slants.
Bubble screens.
He's like, our line is fast. He's like, we're just gonna throw that on the ball.
I mean, our quarterback broke the record for most completions in the game. Broke the record for most attempts in the game. Like, yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
So it was all bubble screens.
Bubble screens. Like, he had a play where he would have him make one step upfield and then come back, run all the way across the field.
How many attempts did you have that year?
Oh, that's when they wanted me to play running back. I was like, I'm not playing running back for this team. Like, what the hell?
He's like, I'm gonna have 2 carries
I'm not getting the ball. Like, no, I'm not getting. No,
that's an easy breezy 10 yards.
Yeah, I'm not playing running back. No, sir. No. So
did they pass to the running back at least?
Yeah, but we didn't really have running backs that could catch that year, which was supposed to be me.
Yeah.
But looking back, I probably should have just
played.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed though too. I'd be like, I'm the fucking.
Like, you want me to play? I'm thinking in my head like that's the running back. Like, I'm basically there to block.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm basically there to block. I don't want to do that. But
got a big old fucking linebacker or D line or edge rusher breaking through.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a dumbass coach. What are you doing? Throwing the ball 80 times.
Dude, he was Coach. I forgot his first name, but Coach Kolb, Kolb. Oh my God, it was probably.
It's like
so terrible.
It's like Grinnell.
He was so terrible, bro. He was so terrible.
It's like Grinnell College in basketball. One year, they like this. They're known for not playing defense. It's just like that conference and stuff. 0 2-point attempts in a game, all threes.
Wow.
Just like why?
Crazy.
Like, why would you do that? Why not? I guess. Like,
you make some of them.
Yeah.
It's 3 points.
80 times.
Yeah.
Damn,
I can pull it up for you. I guarantee you I can pull it up.
Dude, I'm taking your word for it, but like,
guarantee, yeah.
Like NFL games, like if a quarterback's like throwing like 40 times, they're like, dude, what's going on? Like
50 times, you're like, oh man, they really threw the ball around.
Yeah.
You know?
80
he
times.
threw the ball.
Dude, how many rush attempts were there though? That's what I want to know.
I honestly don't remember, but I think he had a few games where it was like maybe 4, 6. You know,
that's like some Madden stuff.
Yeah,
that's like some Nick Sirianni playbook shit.
Oh man, this coach was like terrible. So our head coach Jeff Douglas, he had been there at Graceland for a while. He played at Graceland. He has the record for most interceptions in the game. So everybody loved him at Graceland. He was a baseball coach, and he was a high school baseball coach while he was coaching, Graceland. Mm-hmm. So everybody loved him around the southern Iowa area. And I don't know what he did, but he got into some trouble where he had FBI at the school. Maybe he was laundering some money or something like that. Like, it was crazy, man. So he had to resign, and we had to hire a new coach. And that's what they hired, was that guy. which they really should have hired our defensive coordinator. Like I said, we had back-to-back years of great defense. Like when I got to Graceland, I think they were 1-10. You know, 1-10. Then my first year there, we went like 5-6, and then the next year was the year we almost won a conference. I forgot what our record was, but I think we won.
What year did you get there?
2014.
So did you play with Scott Pierce?
What position did you play?
Quarterback.
No. When I got there, our quarterback was Miles King. He was a guy from California.
You just must have missed him. He was our weightlifting coach in high school.
Okay.
Dude was huge. He had a can of an arm. He would throw me passes after school and stuff like that. Dude could just throw it through someone, man. But you might have just, dude, it sucks.
Yeah, I hate quarterbacks like that.
That's why I like Phil, because it's like always like, it's perfect.
Phil can zip it though.
He can.
Phil can zip it if he wants to.
He can, but he's got the touch on it. Some of those quarterbacks, like I remember going to like camps once I was in like high school and stuff like that. And dude, some of these quarterbacks, you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
They would just try to break your fingers. They thought they were fucking Brett Favre. Bro.
Yeah,
as a lineman, I ain't gonna worry about it.
You do as your receiver.
We had a quarterback at Grayson like that. His name was Vernon, man, and he was like a running quarterback. And usually, most running quarterbacks have a cannon for an arm.
Why is that though?
With no accuracy.
Yeah,
with no accuracy. But a cannon for an arm, they can throw the ball 70 yards. You know, like they can throw it through somebody. But if you ask them to hit a target, they're gonna struggle with that. But man, he used to throw the ball so hard.
Break
our
fingers,
offense was predominantly out routes and slants. You know, bubble screens. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We ran RPO, which means I was a slot receiver. So when I'm catching that slant,
and then they say it goes right through your fingers to catch the fucking ball.
Yeah. Like, come on, man. Let's see that.
It's like you're throwing it 100 miles per
hour,
hour, man. You're trying to take out my fucking head.
If I catch it like this, you're gonna knock the wind out of me, man. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Like, he used to throw the ball so hard, man. But he was a good player. He's an athlete. He's from Texas.
So I ask every guest this because we want to know everybody's answers. And Marcus has been the most not humble person for this question. You're in the NFL. Let's say we just been using the Eagles offensive line because it's so good. Eagles offensive line is your line. You have 10 rushing attempts. How many yards do you think you can get?
I got 10 rushing attempts?
Yeah. How many yards do you think you can get with an Eagles offensive line?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm scoring, bro. I ain't gonna
Finally, there's a dog on this podcast.
But like, how many total yards do you think you get, though? Like,
wherever we started at, whatever's left on the field. Whatever's left on the field.
So, starting on the 25, you think you could... you had
75 of them things. I'm gone. I'm
dead
serious.
Hey, that's what's up.
I'm dead serious.
That's what's up, man.
I'm serious.
I got some confidence.
But
I'm like, you know what?
He played running back.
Yeah,
you were a wide receiver. I don't think he's used to getting hit. You fucking
I'm scoring, bro.
You gotta have that dog in you.
100%.
I believe this one a little bit more this year. All right. Marcus says 30 yards, and I'm like, I don't fucking believe you, Marcus. I don't think you could fucking get
whole 75. Put me on the stat sheet with a touchdown too. I'm serious, man. I'm so serious. I'm scoring, man.
Hey, you were a running back. I kind of believe it, all right?
You know, see, he was a running back. I wasn't.
Yeah.
You're saying my big ass can't get 3 yards of carry. I'm just gonna jump down.
I don't think so.
I do not Jason Kelsey.
In the NFL game, you mean like I'm a running back. NFL defense. I'm scoring. Bro, you're not telling me I'm not scoring, bro.
I'm
scoring. Give me the worst team in the league, dog. I'm getting 3 yards of carry.
The worst defense right now. That's the worst defense.
Giants is pretty terrible.
Nah, I still think they got some dogs though. Like you give me like.
I mean, you can
Arizona.
You can
like
name a dog on every NFL defense. I guarantee it. You can name a dog on every NFL defense.
Yeah, but like run. Okay, but you got to look at specifically run defense at this point. Like
so, front seven.
Yeah, maybe, like you're not running
maybe
like
box safety.
Yeah, like you're probably not doing it on like the Niners.
Oh hell no!
Hell no! Those are not playing around, man. Fred Warner,
come on, man.
You see your hole open. You see Fred Warner
standing right there. He's like, oh my god!
I'm just gonna go down now. I'll check this.
I don't think people understand how good the Eagles' offense is.
Yeah, but
offensive line.
The offensive line, come on.
Yeah,
Man.
I know it's great, but think about it. The 49ers defense on the other end, like.
So I got 10 plays. I understand how you thinking about it. I'm just a dog, though. I'm going to score.
Yeah.
You feel me? But you got 10 plays. With the Eagles' offensive line, you can't get 7 yards of rush.
I said I'd get fucking 6 yards
You
total.
can't. Okay.
I don't even think I get that.
No. You know what though? Now it's you. You said 70. I said like 30. The next best was like 10. I think it was.
I'm scoring.
Yeah, he scored.
I'm getting the touchdown.
No, I respect it. I respect it. I believe that one a lot more than you though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him my all.
I just think you get hit one time and like buying in it, like you would get hit and you'd be like, oh, all right.
No, it'd be after it's all done. But you know what's on Bama?
JT was real. JT was like, do injuries count? Like, are we gonna have injuries on or off? Like,
I'm good. I'm ready to go. I'm scoring.
I'm the size of some of those guys, and I feel like I get like a half a yard per carry. I don't.
Why though? Why do you think?
Well, one, I'm not fast. I'm not very fast. Two, if a linebacker's running into my hole, second of all, I got to be able to fucking read a hole and get to that hole that they gave me.
If you never read like behind the offensive line, have you never done that before? Oh yeah, you're gonna struggle.
Yeah, like
it's a whole lot harder.
Most I've ever done that is in that. And at that point, things are different.
Yeah.
But
it's glitching to the line.
yeah, and the other one too is it may be big, but like if I'm getting a linebacker coming at me, moving faster than me, I'm gonna go backwards, not forwards. As much as I think I could probably like inch forward a little bit, I just don't see myself moving far.
I'm scoring.
All right.
I'm not trying to hear that.
Oh gosh. All right. Average 7.5 yards per carry. Get a touchdown.
I'm scoring.
Marcus, the 30 yards may be like you said, like if you were going to go to Cardinals defense or like one of the weaker, maybe Washington Commanders at this point.
Here's the thing, Skinny. You gotta want it, man.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go
what
in there,
did you
you're
expect me
gonna
to say? Oh, I'm gonna get 10 yards.
No. I don't expect like 10 yards, but like.
But that's the thing, though, Skinny. If you want that, you got to go down. I'm not gonna say you're not gonna get fucked up, man. Those are grown ass men.
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah,
I'm gonna feel. I'm not saying like I'm about to go out there and easily score. I'm about to earn it, but I'm willing to go earn it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I'm
willing to go get it.
Thank you.
I'm
so glad someone sees it. Someone sees it.
I'm willing to get it done. Seriously.
I personally feel like even if I was hyped up on fucking Coke or like free workout or something,
I don't need none of that. It's football. I got natural adrenaline. I'm ready to go. We playing ball.
I'm like, all right, guys, let's do the tush push. Give me 2 to 3 yards of carry. Push behind me.
That works every time.
That's over the best.
Every single time.
All right, so into quarter 2, real quick, we're gonna do bad betting. Marcus again. Actually,
we got a chug.
Let me do bad betting real quick. Or,
okay.
Never mind. Fuck you. Yeah. I'll just do it while you chug. Whatever.
Because you can't chug shit.
Marcus helped me with this one again. He's slowly doing betting a little bit here. So our bad betting is we create a 4-leg parlay of spreads that we like for the week.
Okay. Bet
$10 and hope for the best. We have yet to hit one because teams like the Ravens like to not fucking win.
Ain't no way you're not supposed to beat the Steelers.
Yeah.
That Steelers team.
So this week we're going for some big ones here. We have the Dolphins covering 13.5 against the Panthers, which I think they win by 14 plus easily. The way the Panthers have played.
Dolphins, yeah.
The 49ers are only favored by 5.5 against the Browns, so 6 points easy. Even with Deshaun Watson if he plays.
It's only 5.5.
Yeah,
that's
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
The Bengals get 2.5 against the Seahawks. Marcus likes this one. He thinks Joe Burrow found it, which I think he did too.
I think so too. Yeah.
So,
come on, man. Let's not act like he was sloppy. He was hurt.
And then the Bills are favored by 14 against the Giants, which Daniel Jones might not play. So
I don't like that one.
Really?
I'll be honest with you. I don't like that.
You don't like Buffalo?
No, I love Buffalo, but Buffalo seems to do this a lot.
They do, but they just had that last week. That's all. Yeah, they'll bounce back.
No, I think Giants get them. If they don't win, they keep it real close. It's not going to be 14.
They'll keep it within 14.
They'll keep it real close.
So that one right now, it's $10. You win $114.
I wouldn't be surprised if they win. I'm serious. I wouldn't be surprised if
the Giants just pull out a mirror.
Y'all remember this?
And the best thing would be
is
if Daniel Jones doesn't play and they somehow do it with their back. That would be fucking hilarious.
That's Tyrod Taylor though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
That's
and they have Shaquan's gonna probably be back too. But.
Dude, people sleep on Tyrod. He was actually good.
He's a serviceable backup.
Yeah. All right, moving on to quarter 3 with fantasy talk.
Fantasy talk. Let's go.
So fantasy shockers of the week. So either players that we were shocked that either scored as many points as they did or didn't score as many points as they probably should have. Marcus, who do you got going?
Brock Purdy. 26 against the Cowboys. I thought that was crazy.
What do you have, 3 touchdowns?
Oh, I think so. I think they were all to
4.
Kittle.
Yeah,
4, yeah. 4.
3
It was
3 to
4.
Kittle,
Oh, yeah,
1 to
Kittle had 3, yeah.
Kyle, Juice Check.
Oh, yeah.
You know it's sad when
He said Juice.
I don't know how to say his last name, all right?
Juice Check.
He is the juice, though.
What's funny is, it's sad. You're getting your ass kicked when Kyle Shanahan's like, let's get the fullback a touchdown. All right?
Let's get the crowd going.
Yeah, we got
Let's
to foul the play to get him the TD.
Dude, but he's like the best fullback in the league, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, that dude's a dog.
Yeah.
But, no, man. Brock Purdy has played fucking fantastic. For everything people said about him, is he a product of Kyle Shanahan? Probably. But he looks, to me, I'm saying this, and I don't want this to be taken the wrong way. I don't think he's Brady, but he's got that dog like Brady.
What are you doing over here?
He's got that dog.
Oh, gosh.
What are you doing over here, man?
He does. I really, think about that. He's a last pick in the draft. He's coming out there, and he's beating out someone, which I don't think they gave him a fair shake. I actually like Trey Lance. But he beat out Trey Lance. He beat out Jimmy G, really honestly. And he also beat out Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
That's 3 people that are 2 first-round picks and 1 a second-round pick. And he's a 7th round Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant.
I'll give him
that though. But take it easy on Tom.
You're not sold yet? You're not sold yet?
Take it easy on that. I need to see him.
I think he has that mentality.
If he wins the Super Bowl, if he gets them a Super Bowl, gets to the Super Bowl, then defense loses it for him or something like that.
Yeah.
If he doesn't lose the Super Bowl, if they go win a Super Bowl, then we can start talking.
But he's in regular season, isn't he undefeated?
He's undefeated in regular season. Yeah.
The only loss he has is he got hurt.
Once he got hurt?
Yeah.
Dude, he's a dog though, man. You got to give him.
Well, and the
credit.
thing too is everybody gives him shit like, oh, he's dumping it down to CMC and shit.
He's really not.
He's throwing the fucking.
ball. Even if he was,
yeah,
wouldn't that be making the smart play?
Exactly.
Making the right decision.
Like a stat. I don't know because I went to bed at during the 4th quarter or whatever because I was not watching the shit anymore.
Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk is every reception he's had has either been for a first down or touchdown.
Oh, dude.
That's fucking crazy to truly.
People forget though he's a first-round pick. He's better than Debo. I'm saying that right now. Yes.
As a straight up wide receiver, yeah.
Debo is more Debo's more versatile. Debo can play running back.
So you got Debo Samuel and you got Brandon Ayuk. Who you take?
Oh, Ayuk. Ayuk 1,000%.
Notice once they got an actual running back with CMC, Debo is kind of dropped.
I mean that's because CMC is.
He's him.
Yeah,
CMC,
what I'm saying is Debo,
but
Debo's role of being a utility guy has diminished from running back to strictly wide receiver.
Here's the thing though. That's not to shit on Debo. I think Debo's a great player. I would want Debo on my team. Debo can do a lot. He's versatile. But Ayuk is him, man. He is good.
I do think Ayuk is good.
Look at his routes.
But I would honestly take
Debo? Really?
Because I like the all-around football player.
Yeah.
And Debo. You know what I'm saying? It's a football player.
He is a football player.
What you need me to do, Coach?
Yeah, that's fair.
What do you need me to do?
He's not one-dimensional, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He can do it all.
Ayuk, you gotta really throw the ball to him. Debo, you can here.
Yeah.
Give me a first down.
Run the ball.
Yeah, give me a first down.
Catch the ball.
I like just the football factor in Debo.
That's fair.
I like just the football factor.
I mean, you could argue that overall player Debo's better, but at the wide,
that's not an argument.
Yeah, like I would agree with that, but like wide receiver wise, I like Ayuk. Man, that dude's good. He was a first round pick too. People forget about that.
The fact that we even having this discussion about Debo and Ayuk, and like you line them both up at receiving is still a debate on who's better. That should tell you that Debo's better. That should tell you. The fact that we got to even talk about it because we look at Ayuk as a receiver, even though Debo Samuel is on the depth chart.
He's
a
like
wide
receiver.
Patterson, yeah, he's the wide receiver, but we know what he is. He's the ace. He's the Joker. Yeah. We know what he is.
Okay. Now I see your argument.
Yeah. We don't look at him as just a wide receiver.
Yeah.
You look at Ayuk as just a wide receiver. You can't put Ayuk in the back.
So you're saying his title should be playmaker.
Athlete.
There you go. That's good.
Athlete. Label him as just athlete. Yeah. There's certain players in the NFL that you just label as an athlete.
Him and
Debo Samuel, athlete. Christian McCaffrey, athlete. You know what I'm saying? Like
Cordell Patterson,
he was just an athlete.
Yeah, that's fair. I can see that argument. Devin Hester,
athlete. Come on, man.
I gotta give
shout out Devin Hester, man. Shout out Devin Hester.
So my first shocker was Jordan Love, whole 4 points against
that
the Raiders.
motherfucker, bro.
Ooh, hey, first 3 weeks, 0 picks. Yeah. The last 2, 6.
Get this. Me and him tie in my league. I have Jordan Love.
In the fantasy, like y'all playing against each other, y'all tied.
Yeah.
Tied.
How do y'all settle that?
Just goes
it's
down
a tie. It's a tie.
Wow, that sucks.
I want to cry.
Yeah, that sucks.
You know what's the best thing? He had him and Christian Watson, and that horse collar tackle saved me.
All I needed was Jordan Love to just. I knew he was going to throw a pick, man. I knew it.
You know what? I kind of knew he was going to throw a pick too. Yeah, I kind of it just felt like he was going to.
The fact that
he was going to mess it up.
The fact that he had 4 points against the Raiders defense that has been struggling.
Fuck, man, I was so pissed. This is what I want to.
How well he's been playing. You know, he's been very.
Has he been good though, or has it been he's been putting up fantasy points? Because there's a goddamn difference.
There's
a difference.
But in terms of this is fantasy. In fantasy, he's been putting up points.
Fantasy, he's been good, but like
no picks. Just the fact that he threw 3 against the the Raiders defense has not been good.
Again, shout out Jared. He a Raiders fan. My boy, he a Raiders fan.
My dad's a Raiders fan too. So
they stink. They're right there with us, bro. I want you to know that. They're right there with the Bears.
So shocking that Jordan Love threw 3 picks. He had 17 plus fantasy points every other week.
They had a chance to win that game.
Yeah, just couldn't.
They should have won that
game. Yeah, that was their game to win. That was their game
Those
to win.
picks were stupid.
Also, I will argue that Christian Watson needs to make a play on that ball.
I can agree with
6'4".
Yep.
On 5'9".
Yeah, I agree.
He has to make a play on that ball. Like,
but not everyone's a dog.
That's it.
You hear that? Not everyone's a dog.
That's it. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't have been an interception. Incomplete at best. There's no way you let him intercept that ball. He had it on the shoulder right here. There's no way we're going to the ground. I'm looking at the ball. Because when you're in those moments, I'm gonna be honest with you, those moments almost in slow motion. It's not when it's going down, it's not like that. Like it's almost in slow motion and you see it happen. You see it forming. Like that's why so many players are just able to make those plays. They visualize it. They see, I've been in this moment before. I practiced this before. I've done this before. Oh, this is what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy how you can. That's why people always ask, "What's your experience?" Like when you're doing something, what's your experience in doing this? Have you been in this moment before? Have you done this before? Like he got it. I'm sorry, man. He got it. It can't be an interception.
Yeah,
no. It can't be an interception.
You got to do something.
The other, like one of his second interception, he tried to force to Watson. It was covered up. I don't know why he was trying to force that play.
Oh, you're talking about the slant?
Oh, yeah.
Marcus
Peters broke it up. Yeah.
No, he's talking about the linebacker.
Oh.
No. The linebacker one was his first pick.
No, that was his fault.
The second one?
That was
the second one. He
fault.
tried to. Marcus Peters broke it up. It was covered. I don't know what the hell he was trying to do.
I don't know why he threw it there.
That one was.
I don't know why he threw it there. Marcus Peters did what he was supposed to do.
It didn't make. But then, the first one, dude didn't even look. Just
he doesn't throw that though.
They showed the quarterback view face. He looked right as he dropped back. He didn't even look at the linebacker. Nope. He went here. As he was turning his head, he was already throwing. So he didn't even pay attention to the linebacker. The linebacker was dropping back, looking at him the whole time. He like, oh yeah, there's cookies right here. There's cookies.
Here's the question: do you think Jordan Love's good?
No.
He's better than I thought he was.
That's kind of where I'm at too. I think that there's potential. Like I could see first year Rodgers starting thing. Like I'm not saying that he'll be that, but like I think that he has potential to be something.
Yeah, I don't think he's bad, and I don't think they should move on from. I think they got something.
Yeah,
with Jordan Love,
there's
I don't
potential.
think I just think he need to play more.
He's not a 4-time MVP, discount double check
Rodgers.
owner. I mean, he still is the owner of the Bears technically as of right now.
I'm not even going to acknowledge that.
It's okay.
I'm not even going to acknowledge that.
At least we can be it together. You know what I mean?
We're about to win this week. Good job. You know that.
You're probably right.
Yeah, we're going to win.
I'm gonna take the Vikings, but you're probably right. Like you know how much bad football I've watched?
Oh. Did he just say, do you know how much bad football I've watched? You know how much bad football
you've been alive for
watched?
a Super Bowl.
You're right. I don't even think I ever won the Super Bowl. You know?
No, neither. We have not.
That's what I'm thinking.
You weren't alive for yours either,
I
though.
wasn't, but we still got it. We got one in the
You
books.
can't take it away.
We got one in the books, though.
Think about how much heartbreak I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
Blair Walsh, you got your double doinks, whatever. I got Blair Walsh wide left.
I remember that one.
Dude,
I remember that was like a 20-yard kick, wasn't it? I don't even think it was 20 yards.
and he was the best kicker in the league at the time.
And he just
I've seen that. I've seen Favre throw the pick to Tracy Porter.
let's be honest though, Adrian Peterson, my favorite player of all time. But that was his fault they lost that game.
He did fumble.
fumbled
People
it,
don't talk
yeah.
about that, but he did fumble.
Yeah, they don't talk about that,
Hey,
but it was his fault they lost that
That's
game.
a man's man.
Man.
That is a man.
Now he's on Dancing with the Stars.
You think you could have
You know what? You know what's bullshit?
What?
To bring up
You think you
AP?
could have tackled Adrian Peterson?
Fuck no.
You know what's
Not even a
bullshit, man?
chance, right?
Hey, I want to say this because we've never talked about this yet. How the fuck did Adrian Peterson get knocked out by Le'Veon Bell? That was the biggest shocker in the world, bro.
Because there's
No, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
that's-
Adrian probably didn't
Fox,
train for that.
He probably didn't train for it. He probably is looking like this. I'm
He's like,
finna whoop it.
I can beat your ass.
when
Yeah,
you
why they can't beat me? Why I'm finna attack?
street fighting and boxing are two
Yeah.
different, complete different.
I don't
That's
You
give
why
a
could be-
fuck.
That's why Nate Robinson got
Have
knocked
you
out.
ever fucking watched what is it, Butterbean? The dude was
Oh, yeah.
fat
Yeah.
as shit,
Yeah.
but could knock anybody
Yeah.
out.
I get it.
He had a chin though.
Yeah, like
He could take a hit.
you could be the biggest motherfucker you want to be, but if you take one in the face, you're gonna go. You
Sleep.
Yeah, like it doesn't.
Sleep.
I
You
get
hit the
it.
right spot.
I get it. And Le'Veon
Sleep.
Bell's no bitch. Like he's
Yeah.
a big dude, but like that's Adrian Peterson.
Le'Veon, hold on. Y'all remember Chad Johnson getting knocked out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that one. I bought that fight. Did you watch that one?
No, Chad Johnson got
Yeah,
knocked out?
he fought a 4-round fight with it was some up and coming boxer. The dude was actually, to be honest with you, he was pretty terrible. I watch boxing, I watch MMA, I watch boxing, like so. I'm looking at that's why I bought it. I'm like, I'm gonna see what Chad Johnson's talking about. Come on now. I'm a shit talking player.
Yeah.
And Chad Johnson was doing his thing
The
when I was
king
in
of
high
shit
school.
talking.
When I was in high school. Oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man, I used to wear the eye strips with "Child Please" on it. Child Please. Child Please. One game I had Who Can Stop 85 because my first year at Grayson I wore 85. Like Who Can Stop 80? Oh no, that was Chad Johnson, man. I'm saying that was Chad Johnson, but come on, man. Like, I'm gonna watch this fight. So it was like I said, it was a 4-round fight. They get into the 4th round, and he started playing around, dancing with him, like trying to show both throwing punches. He caught him with one. Dude caught him with one. Boom, dropped him. Boom. I'm like, see, that's what you get for playing around, man. You ain't here playing around, man. He didn't get like slapped. He got up and finished the fight, but up until that point, that was probably the best thing that happened in that fight.
Getting in a boxing ring is completely different. Training for it, like there's so many things that come into play compared to just like your physical strength. And
I'm gonna be honest with you. Probably 80% of men out here ain't got the heart to get in the boxing ring.
probably.
Probably 80% of men ain't got the heart to get. I get in that motherfucker.
I get in, but I probably am not walking out. Probably like
I'm getting in and I'm giving everything I got, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I would get it. I would definitely like. We used to fucking backyard box all the time.
We fucking man. I grew up with 3 older brothers, man.
You gotta be tough.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I got 2 brothers that's 6'3".
Yeah.
Come on, man. And I was the baby boy. Oh man, I had to
They're
have
fucking you up, man.
and I was the runt. So one thing I had to have heart.
Yeah, that's fair.
I had to have heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
Fucking Rocky in the background.
I had to have heart, man. So I mean, it's not like when it comes to something like that, like it's not something you can't get me to not do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree.
We compete. It's a competition. What I need to do?
Yeah.
Show me to do it. Show me how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not nothing I want to do, man. I'm a competitor. I'm sorry. I'm a competitor. I can't help it.
So I'm gonna give the Bears some love with my next fantasy shocker. DJ Moore.
That's what I've been waiting on. Yep. About time he arrived.
Dude came out and he came out.
Could have had 4 if he could stay in bounds.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I said I'm giving Bears more love. I said Justin Fields will be top 5. What is he right now? I think he's number 5 in fantasy football right now.
Yeah.
That dude has been doing it with his arm, which is insane. It kind of worried me that he was doing it with his arm.
It still worries me that he doing it with his arm.
I want to see him run, but like if he can do it by passing, he can do it by running because he's not going to lose that ability of running.
Like, right? No, he ran a 4.4.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he ran a 4.4.
I think that he's a better athlete, and I'm going to say this not lightly, than Lamar. He is fast, man. He is fast.
Maybe, okay.
He's big. I think he's bigger too.
I'm gonna back you up on this because I'm gonna say, yes, a better athlete. But as far as
it's hard though. It's hard to think of it.
That's a good one, man. That's a good one.
I mean, the biggest thing is until Fields wins MVP.
You can't yet.
Yeah,
obviously.
Or has a winning record as a quarterback. I mean,
he has 6 wins as a starter.
He might.
Again, the teams are different too.
He might be a better passer though. He might be like these 9
Justin
touchdowns.
Fields?
Yes.
Oh, I was telling my boy Jerry. I was telling my boy the other day. I was telling him, I think, if you take Lamar Jackson's career and Justin Fields' career, I think Justin Fields will have the better passing career. Then Lamar Jackson will end up.
Think
you know what I'm saying? Like, Lamar Jackson got the MVP. I'm not saying Justin Fields is better than Lamar Jackson, but as far as passing, I think Justin Fields let's say he has the potential to have the better passing career.
Lamar reminds me of a right-handed Vic, though.
No. What?
You don't think so?
No.
I would compare Justin Fields more to Vic than
really.
Lamar
I don't
Jackson.
think Vic was that good of a passer though. Vic was just.
He did.
Eagles Vic.
That's what I was about to say. He didn't become good at passing.
Think about that though.
Until he got to the Eagles, he got Andy Reid.
That's 2 years.
He got Andy Reid.
Like you're looking at it as a very window, but like Lamar, like I feel like Lamar is just a very good athlete. Like he's not bad. Like I don't think he's a bad quarterback. People say he's a running back. I don't think that.
He's definitely not a running back. No, I wouldn't dare disrespect him like that.
But like Lamar's no scrub. Like you could win with Lamar, but he's like, I just think Justin Fields to me looks like he can pass the ball better, and
he can.
I don't think he's that far off of Lamar with athleticism. Like that dude can run.
He ran for 1,000 yards last year.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the big thing is
I won a championship in fantasy because of him. I love Fields.
Lamar came into the league with accuracy issues.
Yeah.
Justin Fields really.
You don't throw 50 touchdowns in the Big Ten and not know how to throw the ball.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't really have that issue.
And he didn't have any receivers
back to
either.
DJ Moore. DJ Moore just bullied Forbes all night.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
And I don't know why the Commanders kept letting him go.
You can't tackle, and I'm gonna show you can't tackle.
Hey, but I said preseason I didn't like Forbes because he's so little, but I didn't know that Devin Witherspoon is like 5 times bigger. But Devin Witherspoon plays like a dog, man.
He got. You know what he got?
Yeah, he's got
right
that
here.
heart. Yes,
You can't beat me. And I'm gonna show you can't beat me.
Forbes plays like his size.
Forbes week 1 to 3 was like, whatever, like nothing like too crazy, and then plays AJ Brown and fucking I'm pretty sure he was crying on the sideline.
He was
AJ Brown,
and his excuse was the coach is not putting him in position to win.
Yeah. Well,
that's a bad way to say that. No, that's terrible.
Well, the biggest thing is AJ Brown ranks first in one-on-one matchups, and when you're putting when you're putting a rookie cornerback that's that size against guys that are the size of DJ Moore and AJ Brown, what the fuck do you
What do you think is
expect
going to
that? Yeah.
And that's probably just as fast, if not faster than you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Forbes looks like a runner. Like he looks like a track,
sprinter,
like
a sprinter.
That's what he looks like. He does
sprinter.
not have that football build.
Yeah.
And like I know Devin Witherspoon isn't that much bigger, but he looks like a man. Like
he plays like it.
He does. He
goes
plays
in there.
like
He has the heart to go in there and tackle.
That's the mentality is.
Yeah,
the thing. I think the other one too is, Forbes shouldn't have been drafted as high as he was.
Oh hell no!
And
I don't agree with that.
He has way.
You think he should have?
No.
Oh, okay.
And he has way
being drafted.
Yeah, no. And then he has way higher expectations that he thinks he needs to achieve right away.
Wasn't he over Gonzalez or was he after?
Yeah, he was right before. So right before.
I would have taken Gonzalez.
Yeah, it was like the.
We're just gonna go through. Doug.
Yeah, fuck, dude. Hold on. I gotta pull back up. No, it's like the Jalen Rager before Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Before J.J. Arcega-Whiteside before DK Metcalf. Yeah, those type of things. My next one. So I'm going to go opposite. I went the Commanders' defense, scoring -5. I did not expect them to just get bullied like they did. I expected it to be a lot better of a.
I didn't expect it either.
In terms of like, no one expects. I also didn't think a rookie quarterback is going to get matched up one-on-one with DJ Moore every fucking possession. It seemed like, and outside of DJ Moore, you look at it like
they still have Kyle Fuller too.
Bears?
No, the Commanders.
I don't know what happened to Kyle Fuller. I know, but it started with us though.
But you look at everything else besides DJ Moore and like Khalil Herbert had a game. Darnell Mooney had 0 points. Cole Kmet had a pretty decent game, but some of those, like literally every other wide receiver.
Darnell Mooney has been absent, man. I've been waiting on him.
And like a couple of those plays, Justin Fields just overthrew him. Like couldn't they? Just
that first. It was on the first drive. I think it was a corner route.
Yeah, just
completely overthrew it.
Against teams that at the time, like Arizona and Denver, when the Commanders played them, teams that, especially like Denver, where they have a top 5 fantasy quarterback and they have a lot of talent, they put up 9 and 12 points against those guys. So I was definitely expecting around that 4 to 6 range, if anything. An average game. Not.
I got the Commanders defense on my fantasy, and I also have the Steelers defense. So obviously, I have Justin Fields as my quarterback. Yeah. So I'm not going to play the Commanders defense that week. So I played the Steelers defense, which actually turned out pretty good. But the Commanders defense was terrible.
Yeah, I picked them
I'm
up.
looking smart with that though.
Yeah, I picked them up because I have the Jags, and I was like, I'm not playing the Jags defense against the Bills. Fuck that. Like that's a no go. So I pick up the Commanders, and then they did that to me. I still won, but they did that to me. It was very, very sad.
My last one kind of pairs with Brock Purdy. Kittle, man. Kittle had his one game where he looks like a freaking rock star. He had 27 points versus the Cowboys.
3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Well, and the big thing too is it's kind of like Dallas Goedert this week too, or last week with the Eagles. They hadn't really been part of the game plan at all in any of the games. They haven't been really using them, and then they needed that breakout game. Hey, we can get you in the offense. We didn't forget about you. It was time for that.
If you take Kittle in fantasy, you got to understand that's how he is as a player.
Yeah.
He's very
then the next couple games you'll see 7, 8, those type of things. Start having a touchdown thrown in there every now and then. He's going to start getting a more consistency on that now because they finally focused on, CMC is going to get his touches. CMC is going to put up his work.
You know that.
And
he can hit.
Now we're going to get that passing game outside of Ayuk and CMC included with Debo and all.
Ayuk.
Dude.
Yeah, what are you saying? I was thinking that, but I was like,
whatever. There's an A there, all right? I'm going to pronounce the A.
Players trending up. My first one.
Well, hold on.
What?
My last guy. I have Cortland Sutton. No, I have Cortland Sutton.
Did you do 4?
No,
I thought you started before me.
No, you started. I have Cortland Sutton scoring 2. The band had 5+ targets
to start. You saying start Cortland Sutton?
No, Cortland Sutton like fantasy shocker.
You saying shocker from last
shocker?
Week.
Yeah,
I got you.
That doesn't shock me.
That does. He was literally the wide receiver 1 for the team.
I get that, but dude, that's 11, the Broncos thing though.
Yeah,
11+ targets
against the Jets. Sauce Gardner, who was probably shadowing him.
11. Yeah, so Sauce has given up points to every other player that he's gone against.
Yeah, but
you don't play with him though.
Sutton isn't in the caliber of a lot of those those players.
I'm
He's
just
like,
he had 5+ targets coming into the league, coming into that game, 11+ fantasy points each week. Just 2 is a little shocking to me.
I agree. Players trending up. Jordan Addison.
Oh hell yeah.
JJ hurt. Oh god, it hurts me too because I've been trying to get Jordan Addison for a while.
I got him in my league.
Bijan Robinson.
No, hell no.
I have Bijan too.
Bijan. Hey, I don't care what anyone says. Take fantasy out of there. Bijan is must watch football every week.
Oh yeah.
You see his catch?
I drafted him number 1, first pick.
See, I did that too.
First pick. I need Bijan. Let me get him.
I did that too.
Yeah,
I talked about it all offseason.
Yeah.
I was like, Bijan. I don't care what. I don't fuck CMC.
Yeah.
Fuck Eckler.
Give me
Fuck
Bijan.
Lamar. Bijan is a dog. You see his catch though? He didn't even look.
Oh,
it looked like it looked
He
like
had
it
it
had
behind
a-
his back.
and then he caressed it like a.
and
like
then juke somebody.
Yeah.
That's a play in Madden where people bitch about.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
Oh, it's a glitch, man. It's a glitch.
Yeah, that's exactly. He is
It's
a
a
glitch,
glitch.
man. He's that good.
So my trending up guy is Gabe Davis.
He's had what 5 straight
Gabe-
touchdowns?
Gabe Davis will give you that, but he'll disappear for a while.
Yeah, but right now he's had
When
a
he's
touchdown.
trending though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's trending up for a touchdown in the last 4 games.
I think not this week because they lose their game. I'm telling you.
He was non-existent week 1, and then the last 4 weeks he's been trending back up and relevant. So
This next game, he has about 4 catches for about 30 yards, no touchdowns. Remember me saying this?
Well, it'll be on.
Remember me saying this? Remember me saying this?
everything that people have projected in terms of scores and things like that have not hit yet. So
Watch.
So
This one gonna hit.
you can be the
If
first
you
one.
hit,
This
we
one
got to
gonna
put you on a board or something.
Yeah,
This
like,
one gonna hit.
it's like the Manning cast like perfect. Like,
Yeah.
what do you think they're gonna do here? Score, rush, and touchdown, whatever. But
Watch.
I got
My
Gabe
next
Davis.
one's trending up. Brees Hall.
Oh hell yeah!
Once Robert Saleh said that he was not on a pitch count, I like Dalvin Cook. I really do like Dalvin Cook.
He gonna get no time in this offense.
Dalvin Cook, he's making him look like a
Yeah,
scrub.
he's not gonna get time. The way Brees Hall is playing, no.
Ooh.
There's no way you take.
Ooh.
There's no way you take carries from Brees Hall and give him to Dalvin Cook right now.
RB17 right
Yeah.
now. I think if Brees Hall gets the volume that he has been, if this offense is gelling like it should, Rodgers said he's going to play by week 8. I call bullshit.
No,
but
no,
if he does, dude, that's
no.
crazy. That's
No.
crazy.
He's almost 40, man.
I know, but he's
Is
He's
he
already-
40?
dude, he's
Is he
already-
40? 38?
38,
39?
But you got to know, Rodgers does weird stuff.
Yeah.
He's
Dude,
like,
he's
he's like,
yeah,
on that-
he's already in the fucking weight room, like standing on it without
Yeah.
a boot on and shit.
He's
Like,
not
working
playing.
out. Like,
We're in week 5.
if he does though, that's crazy.
We're in week 5.
He's like doing that. He's doing
What?
that like stem cell, like Peyton Manning shit.
Well, the last person that did the stem cell shit and didn't take a surgery is now on not playing again this
I know.
season. The Buccaneers.
But Brees Hall, that dude's a dog, man.
Yeah.
He is a dog.
Yes.
Once he took over that game, I know there was a good, perfect matchup against the Broncos, but still, like, that's what you want to see.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I hate when people say, well, it's the Broncos. No. That's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like when Miami put up 70 points. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
I mean, if you're that much better than the team, show them you're that much better than them.
I agree.
I hate coaches that play conservative. No, go score.
Yeah.
I'm better than you, and I'm gonna show you I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And he was better than them.
Yeah.
but don't do what the Miami coach did. He tried.
So my next one is Curtis Samuel. The last couple games, he's been breaking out for the Commanders at the wide receiver position.
I kind of trust him in fantasy. I'm not saying he's a better player.
He's consistent.
He
Yeah.
is so
He's
consistent,
consistent.
and
He's
he
consistent.
is another one of those players that's a playmaker.
Yeah. If he give you 60, 75 yards, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna
Yeah.
be consistent. It's gonna be every week. You get about the same amount of points, 12 points. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing with him is Dotson and McLaurin are literally go out for passes. They use Samuel a lot on like the jet sweeps, the running,
Yeah.
those type of things where that's where he gets a lot of his
Points.
points and volume from too. Is and with Sam Howell not being as comfortable, like the last couple
he's
games,
starting still, man.
the last couple games he's not looked comfortable.
Yeah.
And Samuel's that close check down guy. Why
Here.
you got everybody else going deep and stuff. So I think Curtis Samuel's fantasy point at this point is a solid flex position for now.
Oh yeah,
Get him. I know he's on the waivers in a lot of leagues. I know a lot of leagues, at least that I've seen, he's not even on a team. But you can go get him and potentially get him in that flex spot. On especially with bye weeks. Yeah.
Some points. I'll take a 13 point, 14 points. You know.
Yeah.
He got to go give me 25, 30.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take 13.
I always say 10 plus. Just give me 10.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you give me 10,
I be double digits.
Yeah,
we all good.
Yeah, we're good.
We all good.
My last one, Justin Fields. It wasn't even because of Rob or anything like that. I just feel like this is like that Joe Burrow moment where, like, you know how like he talked about him beating the Cardinals. It feels the same as like whoever they beat, the Broncos last year or something like that. Like he's like, it feels the same. Like I feel like right now, Justin Fields is turning that page. I feel like he's going to do good. If he can do that against because either way, Minnesota's defense can be trash. That's going to be a tough game for the Bears. It's going to be a tough game for Minnesota. It always is once you play a divisional.
Yeah.
If he can come in and throw 3 touchdowns, 1 interceptions or no interceptions, like Justin Fields looks like he's legitimate.
Well, he's doing exactly what he did last year. 3 weeks of shit, and then plays.
But he's not though. It's not the same as last year because he's passing the ball.
Yeah, he's doing it different.
I know, but I'm just saying playing like shit. Just in general, like he was. First 3 weeks playing like shit, and then something happened and clicked, and then he started playing like MVP caliber. Quarterback.
I hope he continues to trend this way, but I do know Justin Fields. He can't stick up steady.
Well, the big thing is
he can't stick up steady.
18 weeks, you get 1 bye week. You can't be perfect every week.
Right.
No, you can't.
So he'll have maybe these 2 good games, and then next week he throws for 185 yards and 1 touchdown, but it's still enough to potentially win the game or whatever. But it may not look good fantasy wise.
But the time to buy low on Justin Fields is over.
Yeah.
I do think he will continue to trend up. I do think the Bears go and get this win, and Justin Fields is why we get the win.
Well, especially as
a huge part.
He's doing it without running. Once he adds that running game, it's a whole different. When he starts running again, it's going to have a whole different level.
Too dynamic.
I think he will this week. I think he will go for 100 yards rushing this week.
I'll bet on that today.
I do.
That'll be one of my bets that I do. So my last trending up guy, surprisingly, is a Tennessee receiver, DeAndre Hopkins.
He looked good. He looked good.
Tennessee, the last couple weeks, is starting to be able to throw the ball a lot better. He's had 10 plus fantasy points in the last 2 games. Like, Tannehill was getting him the ball, and I was coming to this. I was shocked.
I'm not a Tannehill fan.
I'm not either. I
I'm
was buy low. I was like, don't.
Yeah.
I was like, don't touch a Tennessee player unless it's like Derrick Henry or whatever. But like,
you don't get Derrick Henry.
D Hop's looking like he could be worthwhile now with how they've been able to actually throw the ball. D Hop is also not looking like old. D Hop.
No, he doesn't look old.
Like
he doesn't look old.
He's looking young. He's going up and getting jump balls. Like he looks
like D Hop.
Yeah, he looks like
what you expect him to look like. Yeah, and which is scary.
That is
That's scary
because healthy.
Because if Tannehill can get him the ball,
top 2, top 3.
If Tannehill can get him the ball,
and that division's so wide open, so they could win the division.
Yeah, so wide open. I do think the Jags win that though.
I
do too.
hope so.
But it's fucking Tennessee, and every fucking year they
so
somehow do shit.
I do think the Jags win that. I like Trevor Lawrence, but I said the year they drafted him was the same year Justin Fields was in the same draft. And I said I do think Justin Fields is the best quarterback in this draft, and I'm still going to stand on that, even though Trevor Lawrence has played better. But I think Justin Fields had a better career.
Definitely could.
Players trending down.
But I like trending down. Okay, who we got?
Devontae Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This one hurts, but he was drafted at peak value. That's an offense like A.J. Brown. God, that's a hard one. But I think A.J. Brown is probably the 1A, and he's the 1B.
Why do you think he's trending down, though?
I think there's only so much volume in that offense. And I feel like Devontae Smith has...
keep talking about Justin Fields.
I will. All podcasts. I just feel like he hasn't been playing up to what you drafted him as. He could bounce back. Like, I don't think he's a scrub by any means, but I just think in fantasy right
his
now...
week 1 was great.
Yeah.
AJ Brown's like, where the fuck is my touches?
Right.
And then
and money
now
talks,
AJ,
too.
and now AJ is getting the touches that he rightfully deserves. You just got Dallas Goedert back in. I know,
which is huge.
Yeah, like
which is huge.
I do see that. I agree. Devontae is not going to get the same volume as you expect. He's going to have. It's going to be like a one-off game every now and then where teams are going to focus on AJ Brown because again, you can't man up.
You can't not. Yeah, you can't not.
And like I've said many times, Hurts. That was his last year. Was his first year looking fantastic passing. I'm not saying he's a scrub like that. He's probably the best power running quarterback in the league right now. Like, that dude is so strong.
That run that he got hit like 6 yards before the first down
and moving,
stayed up. That's literally only because, well, and he rolled his ankle on the play too. Like, I watched there's a slowed down version of it. They were like, how did he not get hurt from that? Like, his whole ankle just rolls. And
but a running quarterback's going to take away those yards. Could be to a receiver.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to take away from that. Right now, last year, they were just uneasy moving. Everyone that they were playing, they were just smoking. And by halftime, they were running the ball because they didn't have to. That's why Miles Sanders was a top 10 running back, because they were running the fuck out of the ball in the second half because they were up by like fucking 30 by halftime.
Steamrolling.
The big one to that is because our red zone offense is ass and the play calling's been ass. Like I was telling you with the Rams game, we were in the red zone 3 times and kicked 3 field goals, which, because of our play calling, resulted in that. Like,
I know you're not going to agree with this, but right now, even though they're 5-0, I think that they're the third best team in the NFC. I would take the Niners. I'm going to say it, and you're not going to be happy about it. I take the Cowboys.
You better not say Cowboys.
I would.
You better not say Cowboys.
I would take the Cowboys over them.
They're dealing with injuries now. Good luck.
No, I'm not taking the Cowboys over the Eagles. No.
Dak is
why?
Dak and Jalen are not nowhere near each other.
I would take Jalen over Dak, but dude, gosh, that Cowboys defense though. I think it's better than the Eagles.
Your overall defense, yeah. But front 7, I'm taking the Eagles.
Well, front 7, they have
all day
45.
Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter is like the highest rated defensive.
Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis are why your defensive line is good.
What I'm saying is Jalen Carter himself.
Oh, he's good. That was the biggest steal of the draft. It's bullshit. What were teams thinking?
And guess what? Hassan Reddick's coming alive the last 2 games.
Hassan Reddick has been playing.
Well, notice this.
Great, man.
First half against the Rams, Cooper Kupp and Puka were doing pretty much whatever the fuck they wanted. And second half, what happened?
It's true.
Slowed down.
But still,
you make adjustments.
Get your D-line going, man.
I think that too. The Eagles' defense is better than the Cowboys. I don't care what you say. The Cowboys' defense. Who did they play for the first 3 weeks of the season?
But you got to think.
The Cardinals. They lost. They gave up 28 fucking points to the Cardinals. They played the Giants.
Trayvon Diggs is a big hit, though.
Yeah,
huge. I don't care what you say about him
and guess what?
Giving up big plays.
Guess what? Van Der Esch might be out now too, and that's the core of their middle. Like, I don't care what you say.
That's where it starts.
The Cowboys are not better than the Eagles.
We'll see.
Not as an overall team, but I do think the Cowboys' defense is just a notch better than the Eagles' defense.
I would honestly, I'm going to say this right now. You guys probably have a better receiving core. Tight end, you probably have a better tight end.
Got a better quarterback.
Running offensive line, probably a wash. But that defense, man, I think that's a difference maker in that. I do. I really do.
I really don't.
Michael Parsons, I've said it all offseason.
What did he do against a great offensive line?
He's been hurt.
Okay.
Did you see him get hit?
Okay, but you're like,
why did Van Der Esch get hurt?
You're saying
he literally speared.
Now you're saying the Cowboys are so good, but they've been hurt.
Who the Eagles play?
Guess who the Eagles played? Top 2 wide receiver.
And they almost lost to the Commanders.
Who was the top 2 wide receiver?
Cooper Kupp.
We're going to talk about the Rams.
Matthew Stafford. It's not like Matthew Stafford's a bad quarter. You guys, the Cowboys lost to the. If you want to pull anything,
name
the Cowboys,
3 people on the Rams defense.
Aaron Donald
and
I don't know.
Yeah, shut the fuck
Okay.
up.
Bobby Wagner still on?
No, he's not.
He's
not
on the
he's-
Rams.
yeah.
You can't name anyone because the Rams defense is that bad.
Marcus, the Cowboys defense gave up 28 points to a Cardinals offense. Shut up.
Everyone has a bad game.
No, I don't want to hear it.
Everyone
I don't want
has
to
a bad
fucking hear
game.
it.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Everybody has a bad game. Then don't pull the
Honestly,
Commanders.
I
They
would
almost
rather-
losing to the
I'd-
Commanders. We still won. The Cowboys defense, I'll say they're good, but they are not better than the Eagles defense right now. I'm sorry. They've played.
When do you guys play?
I will argue that,
I
man.
don't know. They've played. Besides the 49ers, they have not played anybody good.
Thus far, I
And
would
they
argue
lost
that.
to one of those teams.
I would
They
argue that.
lost. They gave up 28 points to fucking Dobbs at quarterback.
Hey, Dobbs.
Dobbs been
is a
shocking
dog.
everybody though,
Yeah.
man.
He's a dog.
I don't care.
He
I
been
don't see it.
shocking
We'll see.
everybody.
My trending down first one is Miles Sanders, 6 points the last 2 games. He's getting RB1 touches, but he can't do anything with them. Not producing. Their line's not good. They're not with Frank Reich at quarterback. I would expect, or not quarterback, head coaching. I would expect a lot more usage just outside of running game with him, which they haven't really done with him, which is kind of shocking too.
The only person that's been good on that offense is Adam Thielen.
Pretty much, yeah.
That dude's white chocolate, though.
He's like
Yeah,
a top.
he's
He's
good
white
though.
chocolate,
He's
yeah,
good though,
he's
man.
good.
He's good.
It's crazy. But yeah, Miles Sanders was in for a big year, and it's not working out.
Yeah.
My next one, oh, man, this one hurts me because I have every single team I have him on. Mondre Stevenson,
You got him on every single team?
almost every single team.
Why would you do that?
Great value, and that dude's a good player. But the thing is like I look at that Patriots team looks broken. Mac Jones,
That's what I was about to
Offensive
say.
line.
That's what I was about to say. If you didn't see this Patriots crash coming, you're not watching football. I seen that coming. Because Bill Belichick he's very egotistical.
100%.
And that's why the same reason why the Cowboys haven't won a Super Bowl since. Jerry Jones is why.
Yeah.
And they won't win a Super Bowl as long as Jerry Jones is right there.
So you think it's more Brady than Belichick?
I don't think it's more Brady than Belichick, but I just think
You think it's a
Belichick
perfect
is too
match?
old.
Yeah.
He's getting there.
Well,
His foot, like he didn't evolve with the
Yeah.
game of football.
well, and
Mike
also,
Zimmer-esque.
also
Didn't
you have to
evolve.
look at that offensive line has not played well.
No.
He's picking those players.
Yeah.
up.
And the thing is,
He's
I
picking those
said from
players.
the beginning Zeke wouldn't be anything, and Zeke isn't. Zeke looks old. He ain't got no more tread on his
He
tires.
literally-
Zeke is
He had 80 yards rushing
he's
one
at
game.
he's at that threshold of a running back. Like
Yeah.
maybe I give you one more year, or maybe I'm done. I think he hasn't really
Yeah.
won 5 games. He hasn't crossed over into the threshold, but he's there.
He is.
He's there. He's there.
I mean, you expect that though.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
dude had so much.
And the
tread
other
on
one
his
too
Yeah.
is consistency in the pass game at wide receiver. They have not had that at all. They paid Juju to do it when they could have just paid Jacoby Myers the same amount and kept the consistency.
Kendrick Bourne's been the best wide receiver on that team.
But nobody's been consistent.
That's what I was about to say. None of
It's
those
just-
wide receivers
Hunter
been
Henry
good,
is the best
right?
wide receiver
Yeah.
on that team.
which he just had 0 points.
Yeah.
Like it's just like nobody's been. I get it.
It's your turn.
All right, so keeping on the trend of the Patriots, I'm going to go trending down Mac Jones. 2 points in the last 2 games, 0 and -2,
No
or
question.
-2 points.
No
sorry,
question. No question.
One of my fantasy leagues, I picked up Bailey Zappi last week because I was like, I have no idea what's going
He's
to
been
happen.
benched in the last 2
And
weeks.
now I'm getting to the point where do I go and try to pick up Malik Cunningham too? Because
That'd be best
Yeah,
case
best.
scenario because at least he can run the ball.
I don't. Dude, Mac Jones, again, it's not all him, unfortunately, but until they get all that other shit figured out, Mac Jones is not going to be a fantasy starter.
I mean, you get Bill O'Brien, you expect some type of improvement
Yeah.
with Mac Jones. It's been a regression since last year. You
Well,
know
it's
what I'm
like
saying?
Bad.
it's
It's
like
like
the-
terrible.
It's
been
like
terrible.
the Giants and everything. Like, you don't have fucking time. Like, like the last couple of weeks, it was like 2 seconds, and then he's getting smashed.
That's on
like,
the Giants, though. That's on the Giants.
Well-
they did a terrible job
Yeah,
evaluating themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like during the offseason, they did a terrible job.
but they have so many first-round picks on that offensive line. It's just so crazy to me
It
how
is.
bad the Giants are. But Mac Jones, same thing. Just it's like 2 seconds, and the dude's already getting smashed. Like the Saints the Saints game, it was like 2.1 seconds, and 2 Saints players are already
there.
Yeah,
pancake sandwich. It's like, how do you even get off like a read or two? How do you you're barely getting the ball and
that's why I started the Saints defense last week. I wasn't gonna not start the Saints defense.
I think they're the only team that hasn't scored a point at all in a week. I think every team's at least had some type of point scored every week.
The Giants.
Oh yeah, I guess week one
Giants, I think they said all season the Giants got 18 points or something like that.
Yeah, the Giants
3 weeks
scored 0 week 1. The Pats now scored 0 week 5. That's
worst loss in Belichick, tenure as a coach.
It's been bad.
Patriots.
It's not. Well, their defense is hurt. It's not going to get any prettier.
Matt Judon he's out now too, isn't he? Yeah.
Christian Gonzalez will be out, I think, all year now too. So
you got J.C. Jackson,
you got him back.
He wasn't really doing anything anyway, though. He hasn't showed up yet.
Still take him though. I mean, they need all the depth they can get. My last one's Dak. Dude, I want Dak to be good. I do want Dak to be good. Fuck, dude. CeeDee Lamb's a dog. CeeDee Lamb, talent-wise, I'm not just talking about, right now. Obviously, there's other wide receivers that are better than CeeDee Lamb. But CeeDee Lamb, talent-wise, got to be, top 5, dude. You watch that dude play. He can do so much shit. The week before, once I saw him, catch a ball and then, dive, 5 yards. Put his hand in the dirt, twist, and then dive, 5 yards. No one else could do that. That dude is so athletic. That dude's so good. His catching, he's a highlight reel all the time. Get him the fucking ball,
You know what I think a big thing of it is? Losing that offensive coordinator.
You think
I do think it's because Kellen Moore left.
Yeah,
yes.
Because he left.
Yes.
Dak sucked last year too under him, clearly. Dak did not have a good season, but
it wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
It wasn't it's not Kellen Moore's fault. They got rid of the wrong person.
Yeah.
They got rid of the wrong person.
The new coordinator.
Mike McCarthy is ass.
They got rid of the wrong person.
But we know that though because we watched him.
Yeah.
The play calling is not suiting the Cowboys when they do have the ball.
He's calling plays this year.
It's not suiting.
If
their
they
play
don't
style.
produce, he's done.
So
I hope they don't.
If they don't produce, he's done. This is his last go around.
CD thrives in the slot. You want to know where he's lining up at? Outside.
You know, they should put him in right there. In the slot.
Michael Gallup outside. Brandon Cooks, I get it, but if you're
they haven't used Brandon Cooks either though.
You gotta throw CD in the slot.
You trade for a player that you don't use.
You gotta put CD out there, man.
My last one is Kenneth Gainwell.
Running back, right?
Yep, for the Eagles. Everybody came in. A lot of speculation on who was going to be running back 1. Everybody thought it was going to be a committee with Rashad.
Without that injury, though, do we look at it differently? Because NFL's so cutthroat, an injury can really affect.
And now that
they'll never know regardless.
The other one too. The reason why I kind of went with that is even though he's still getting some, he's getting 7-8 attempts a game, which clearly is not a whole lot. Swift is clear cut the RB1 now.
Now he is.
But even when Kenneth Gainwell's in, he's not doing anything with it. You hand the ball off DeAndre Swift 7-8 yards before he even gets touched.
Right.
You have the same line, you have the same everything, and you're getting a yard, maybe 2. I don't know if it's still injury lingering, whatever is going on, but
Swift just been playing.
Yeah, Swift. Yeah,
he came and took it.
Gainwell.
He came and took it.
Gainwell's done with.
Yeah, he came and took it.
And with Rashad Penny still hurt, potentially going to be coming back here in the near future. Who knows what that running back 2 situation even looks like for Philly behind Swift? But Swift is a clear cut number 1.
Yeah. He ran away with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Next, would you rather have this player or that player?
Fantasy.
That's the season fantasy.
Okay.
First one, Brock Purdy, number 7. Jared Goff, number 10.
What's the number 4?
It's what they're
currently
ranked.
Oh, currently ranked. Okay,
Yeah.
got you.
In fantasy.
Brock Purdy, number 7. Jared Goff, number 10. Give me Brock Purdy because I like Shanahan offense.
I would take Purdy too.
I would too. I like Jared Goff. He's only 28 years old, which is crazy.
Yeah, Jared Goff, he's not a bad quarterback. He's not a bad quarterback at all. He's been put in a great position to succeed. You know what I mean? That team, they have everything they need to succeed. Jared Goff, all he has to do is manage the game.
Well, the other one too is Jared Goff has one number one. Everything else is like 2 or 3s. The number one's getting hurt.
Everyone's probably 3s.
Gibbs is now hurt. Like, you know, like you're dealing with a lot of injuries with the Lions as of right now. What happens, right? Yeah. Somebody gets hurt on that 49ers team. Yeah. You got 8 other players
ready to go.
Ready to go. You have other options to go to. So yeah, I would definitely take Purdy still with that. So my quarterback one is number 18, Matthew Stafford, or number 16, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. I'm taking Trevor Lawrence. Now, Trevor Lawrence hasn't played fantasy good this season. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still taking Trevor Lawrence over Matthew Stafford. It's only a consideration because Cooper Kupp, he's back now. That's the only reason I would consider. You know,
they have to throw the ball. I mean, that's the big thing. They're going to be down a lot. They're going to be down more than often than not. They're going to have to throw the ball. He's going to put up the yards, especially with those two. Did Cooper Kupp.
Why I chose Trevor Lawrence is because of Calvin Ridley.
He's a dog. I've been talking about him all the time.
He has weapons, man. Trevor Lawrence has weapons. I know. Trevor Lawrence won't get these stats from ETN. Yeah, but that is a luxury.
Yeah,
that is a luxury.
It makes his life easier.
Yeah, that is a luxury to have a running back that's going to produce, and ETN is doing his job.
This one's hard for me because I think that Trevor Lawrence is on a better offense, but I feel like Matthew Stafford might get more junk time. They're going to have to throw the ball because their defense is not good. They're going to always be in games. I think I'd take Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp junk time yardage and touchdowns and stuff like that because they're going to have to. But, I agree with you. I love Calvin Ridley. Yeah. That dude is a dog. Yeah, he looks good.
He's a dog.
He's had a couple of down games, but last game, they actually used him how you need to.
All you do is get him the ball, man.
Get him. He's just so explosive, man.
I would take Lawrence, too. And the other fact is, Lawrence has that capability of running, and he's been. The last couple of weeks, he's been playing a little bit more mobile.
Yeah, yeah.
He against the Falcons, he had a 27-yard scramble. He's
been slowly,
opening it up.
Yeah, getting comfortable.
I would definitely. I think Lawrence, as much as I love the Matthew Stafford being able to just fucking
I think that's closer than people think.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Why?
Now that Cooper Kupp's back,
yeah, that's closer than people think. I have Mahomes, number 8, Lamar, number 10.
Who Mahomes playing this week? Who the Chiefs?
The rest of the season.
The rest of the season. Oh, it's for the rest of the season. Come on, man. You would be a fool not to go with Mahomes, man.
No?
You would be a fool not to go with Mahomes.
I'm taking Lamar. Here's why. Mahomes is a better quarterback. That's not even a
right. Yeah, I know that's not what we. Yeah,
but that offense, it's looked bad. Even against Minnesota, it hasn't looked right. And if Travis Kelce misses time, which he's been pretty injured this year, you remember the Detroit game?
Yeah,
that should not have been that thing.
Yeah,
I don't care who it is. Mahomes is matchup proof, but the most drop passes in the league is on the Chiefs.
They need to get rid of
They don't have a dog on that team. I wanted. What's his face? What's the wide receiver from the Giants? The shifty guy, the Percy Harvin 2.0, but
Hyatt.
No,
he's from Tennessee.
He used to be on the Giants. Now on you know who I'm talking about? Kadarius Toney.
Kadarius. That's what I was just talking about. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about.
Kadarius Toney. I wanted him to be a thing, but with his injuries and everything, I don't think he is. I think Rashid Rice is the number 1 in that team right now. Wide receiver, obviously Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce is the first.
And Isaiah Pacheco's look good, but this team
I like Pacheco too.
Pacheco's kind of scrappy.
I would take Lamar too.
Once he's doing the push-ups against the Jets, man,
just because I feel like that division is going to be a lot more competitive.
Yeah.
To where Lamar is going to have to scramble. Yeah. He's their line fantasy. You get the dual threat going on. And again, Mahomes, the games have not been pretty. They haven't really.
And he's got better weapons than Mahomes right
now. Y'all do know it only takes one game to open the floodgates for Mahomes.
Yeah.
It only takes one game.
I agree with you.
And I believe that game is coming up soon. I can't pinpoint which one it is.
Thursday night against Denver.
But it's coming up. It's coming. The fact that, like I said, Travis Kelce came back in the second half last week, that lets me know he's okay. He'll be out there this year.
I hope so.
He'll be okay. The fact that he came back and played and really played.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he didn't just go out there for, distraction.
He was playing.
Really played. Yeah. That lets me know that he'll be back next week. He's okay.
So Zay Flowers over OBJ. Right now, that's all I got to say.
You got to go with Zay Flowers.
Yeah,
you got to go with Zay Flowers.
My quarterbacks here: number 5 Russ or number 4 Tua.
Tua. I like Russ. Russ is underrated right now, and he's been playing good football, low key. But dude, Tua has so many good games, so many big games that it's like Tua's going to be scoring 50 points, and then the next week like 10, but like he's still scoring 50 points every other week.
Man, Tua has a boatload of weapons, man.
So many.
I took Tua too. It's just there are 4 or 5.
You gotta go with Tua. You have to.
Running backs now. Brian Robinson Jr., number 14. Isaiah Pacheco, number 13.
Pacheco.
I traded Brian Robinson Jr. today.
Fool.
Okay, get this. Tell me what you think about this. So my team's stacked. Like that's skinny. It's pretty.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, he's got 5 starting running backs.
like I drafted pretty well. I'll send it to you after this. You're like, damn, what the fuck?
Right.
Like we both have depth. I mean, that's the thing. Is like we're very. It's not like if one of our guys goes down, we got to go play a wide receiver 4 or a running back 2.
Like Brian Robinson Jr. was like my RB, like 3 to 5.
Yeah, 3 to depending on how you look at it.
He hasn't really produced much this season.
He's been decent.
Yes.
Yeah. So I traded Brian Robinson Jr., who's RB number 14, and DK Metcalf, who's like, I don't know, like 37, but that's because, he had a bye week and stuff like that, for Alexander Madison and Chris Olave.
Who did that trade, man?
You like that?
Yeah. You got Olave and Madison.
Yeah.
For Brian Robinson and
DK.
Yeah.
He was surprised I did it.
I was kind of surprised. We've been doing this for so long. He's been hyping up Brian Robinson all season.
Dude, but wait.
So it's like one of those things where it's like, you were so high on him. I'm actually kind of surprised. I'm surprised.
It might be 100% because he came out after he got shot like 8 times. He came out to many.
Yeah.
That's the hardest shit.
Like
you cannot tell me there's anything harder than that.
I like Brian Robinson too. I have him in one of the leagues, but like, I was shocked when Marcus traded him just because of how high Marcus had. Like, Marcus had Bijan here, and like the next guy was like Brian Robinson, just right underneath him, just like on how high he was holding him. So I was very shocked that he made the trade. It's a very good trade for you.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Chris Olave was big.
Yeah,
that was big.
So mine is number 6, Kyron Williams, or number 11, Tony Pollard.
Tony.
Oh God, but Kyron Williams has secretly been really
good.
He
is, but Cowboys need to bounce back.
And I think with the Rams, they
bounce back.
Yeah,
they bounce back. Tony Pollard have a big game. Yeah.
I got numbers.
I was talking about for the year though, right?
Yeah, for the rest of it.
Yeah, I think Tony Pollard will.
Yeah, I'll stick with Tony Pollard.
I got number 17, Breece Hall, versus number 9, DeAndre Swift.
I'm taking Swift because of the Eagles' offensive line.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Swift too.
Yeah,
Swift right now is like number 2 in the league in rushing yards, and he had 1 snap, 1 touch in week 1. Like, that is how efficient he's been as a runner.
Yeah.
Because of that line, it's not going to go away. There maybe he not break 100. Yeah, maybe he doesn't break 100 yards every game. Blah blah blah, all that. But like,
he breaks productive.
Every touch that he has been productive, and it's going to continue to be that way.
I probably agree.
Breece Hall, the line.
Breece is just so sexy.
Breece Hall is good though.
The biggest thing with that is that Jets offensive line is injured. It's questionable.
Yeah.
Like, the only way Breece is giving you fantasy points is if he can break a big one. That's literally all.
But you can't. He
so can, but it's not a big one every game is not guaranteed. Yeah. DeAndre Swift's getting you the 9 to 12 yards of rush.
I agree.
That's more consistent.
Yeah.
My next one is number 25 Stevenson, or number 23 backup running back TJ Warren.
Oh, the Steelers.
Yeah.
Or
Jalen Warren.
Jalen Warren. Yeah, I know you were talking about that.
I'm taking Ramondre. Here's why.
He's trending up though. Warren's trending up, man.
He is, but I think that this team's got to eventually get it. Like, it's not Ramondre's fault why that team's bad. It's Mac Jones. Right. Like, they're not passing him the ball. That offensive line looks bad. I think, and they've had hard games, man. You're talking about the Saints, who probably have a top 3 defense right now. You're talking about the Patriots, or not the Patriots, they're on the Patriots, but the Cowboys, who have probably top 2 defense. Look, they played a lot of hard games. Like, you look at the first 2 weeks, he's had like 15 and 14 points, and the last 3 he's had like single digits. He's had hard matchups.
I don't know. I like Warren.
Yeah.
The way Najee's playing, I think Warren is just going to continue.
They're looking for a spark on offense right now, which they desperately need.
They do.
And Warren, I don't know if you watched the game the other night, but Warren provided a little spark. Like,
he did.
The few times he touched the ball,
Yeah.
I was
that
like,
hurts you. I know you love Najee.
I love Najee.
Yeah, I was like, oh, look at this guy.
But Najee looks slow.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. Najee has always looked like that, though. Yeah, he had a few good games where he had, nice runs, and he looked, but he's kind of, since he got to the NFL, he's kind of always looked mediocre.
You think he looks like he's got 85 speed? Because he looks like he got 85 speed.
Yeah. Is that what his speed is on Madden?
I'd probably 88. Yeah. But like it's in the 80s for sure.
He's not a burner for sure. He's not a burner. But he has.
We got to do one apiece for wide receiver and tight end. Okay. I'm not trying to be home at 10:30.
Calvin Ridley, number 19. CeeDee Lamb, number 19.
Well, I'm going Calvin Ridley. I like CeeDee Lamb, but I'm
going over CeeDee?
Yeah.
The way Dak's been playing, I think Calvin.
It's the Cowboys.
The Cowboys are not using CD like they should.
No.
And Dak has not been playing well.
The Cowboys like to bounce back
get it back
from game to game. That's what I said. So I think they bounce back on this one. But I'm taking Calvin Ridley over
rest of the season.
Yeah.
I think they're kind of similar this year. They're kind of both volatile. Like, CD's had good games. Calvin Ridley, like, that Trevor Lawrence, Calvin Ridley connection needs some work. Calvin Ridley is one to me.
It's going to come, though.
I got a lot of Calvin, every single team except for one.
It's going to come. Watch, it's going to come in.
Yeah, it's just going to get better.
It's going to get better as the season go on, man. It's a long season.
And until the Cowboys use that offense.
We've seen Dak and CD. Are we at the ceiling of Dak and CD?
That's fair. Yeah.
I'm going to go number 4, DJ Moore, or number 3, Puka.
That's a horrible, man.
Dude, Puka's legit.
He's legit doing it, and he's been playing. Nobody expected this. Nobody's seen this.
Because you think about it, Puka has a more, better quarterback and consistency of passing in terms of what you would think of a quarterback. So and even with Cooper Kupp back, he's still got his target. He's still got his targets. He's still got a touchdown. DJ Moore. The only reason why he's up there now is he's got a 3 touchdown game, 200 yards. What do we think moving forward how that goes? I mean, clearly he's the number 1, but
I'm taking Puka.
I'm taking DJ.
I want to take DJ, but I need to see more in 2 games from Justin Fields to prove to me that he is the passer to feed DJ.
I'm taking DJ because he's the number 1 option.
I'm taking Puka just because we just were able to show everybody was like, what happens to Puka when Cooper Kupp comes back? Even with Cooper Kupp being fed 12 targets and 100 and whatever yards he had, Puka still was able to produce. And the other one too is nobody else on that Bears offense really did anything in terms of receiver besides Cole Kmet. Like, Justin's gonna take
the pressure off.
If you expect to win more games, if you're gonna expect to open up that offense, you're gonna have to be able to complete passes to Darnell Mooney. You're gonna like that 30-yard pass to Darnell Mooney. If that pass gets completed, DJ Moore doesn't have those 30 yards on that that next play or whatever happens. So things are gonna be taken away. I still think DJ Moore clearly is the number 1. Nobody's coming for that. I don't think DJ Moore will stay number 4 overall. Puka,
I can see top 15.
Yeah, top 15. Puka may slip, but I still think Puka may be able to keep that top 10 status.
So, for the season, you still think Puka will outplay DJ Moore?
Okay.
I think I do.
Even as a second option?
Yeah. And do we even really say?
We got to think of volume though. Second option on the Rams may be
where they're going to be bad
more than the volume of what Justin Fields gives.
There's no.
The way the Bears offense is trending.
It's trending right, but
here's the other one too: is teams are going to eventually, like good defensive teams, aren't going to let DJ Moore go one-on-one.
Of course,
like they did.
Of course,
you're going to have to focus on other guys. The Rams, you focus on Cooper Kupp. Puka's open. You focus on Puka. Like you gotta, there's a little bit of
Puka's gonna have an easier route.
DJ Moore also get handoffs. You know what I mean? Jet sweeps. Yeah. He get bubble screens. He get the little screens.
So does Puka.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp. That's what I'm about to say. Cooper Kupp is coming to get some of those though.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Like it really was.
It is close. It is close.
But I just think because he's
I don't think Puka's going to be top 5 anymore.
No,
I think they're.
I think that slowly.
10 to 15.
Yeah, they're
slowly fades out.
Yeah. But I
think DJ Moore stays there though. I think Justin Fields and that Bears offense got a chip on their shoulder, and I think they,
if they do, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Watch, just watch us work. Just watch us work. We lost 14 games in a row, man.
Number 2, Travis Kelce. Number 1, Sam
Laporta. Kelsey's getting injured, man. He's old. It's scaring me a little bit.
Kelsey.
I got Kelsey, man. It's
why would you go in?
Kelsey is clearly, again, this is the whole Patty Mahomes thing. Kelsey's clearly the best tight end in the league.
Right.
He's 33, 34, whatever. He's had 2 injuries now in 5 weeks. Yeah, he may play this week. Who knows? But we don't know what's going to happen.
I need him healthy for this year. After that,
like
it's a wash.
In terms of healthiness, we have no idea what's going to happen. Those things are going to linger a little bit more. Going to take a beating, especially with the volume he may end up seeing with how bad those wide receivers have been. In the future, he might get dinged up to where he's out a couple games or something like that. Sam Laporta right now has been a solid,
I think Travis Kelce can have. Well, I think he will have something along the lines like 6 catches, 2 touchdowns for like 45 yards. Though.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be like 130-yard game.
Yeah. It's like the what was it? It was like 4 touchdowns and they only had 25.
Yeah, it's gonna be along those lines like that. But I still think that outplays what Laporta's gonna do. Those 2 touchdowns is gonna make a big difference.
I respect it. I think Travis Kelce gets hurt.
I don't think he's that hurt though.
I don't know.
I don't think he's that hurt.
Body's not holding up, and
I don't think he's that hurt.
He's a dog too.
Yeah, I don't think he's that hurt.
So my last one is number 7, Evan Ingram, or number 8, Dallas Goedert. Now,
I can't think of 2 people that are closer.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Evan Ingram. Why? Because I got Trevor Lawrence trending.
Yeah.
I got Trevor Lawrence trending, and for Trevor Lawrence to trend, Evan Ingram
has to be
a part of that.
Well, just like last year, Evan Ingram was a very good tight end for him. So
Evan Ingram always been a very good tight end. He's just
it wasn't used right.
He's just like the Giants got him, and it was just like, what do we do with this guy? Like, that's why they're about to destroy Darren Waller's career, even though that something is on Darren Waller.
Goddard's kind of like Kittle. He's going to have a lot of spike. He's going to have spike games, but he's going to have down games. Ingram's going to be more consistent. If I was like looking for week-to-week production, I probably want Ingram, but like I could see a potential where Goddard has such big spike games that he is better than Ingram at the end of the year. That's a hard one, though. I think that's closer. That's really fucking close.
I'm just going to be biased and take Dallas Goedert just because I'm an Eagles fan. I'm going to do it. That's my reason.
I'm going Ingram though, man.
Yeah,
I'm going Ingram.
I was high on Ingram coming into the season. Clearly, he's been top 10 tight end, which is even with all that firepower is good. I think that was Dallas Goedert's coming out party, and I think it's time for him to show why he should be a top 5 tight end in the league. Because every year it's just like he's so quiet. Like everybody's just like, is that guy really top 5? I think it's time for him, especially with
you think he's top 5 tight end? Got it
in the league.
Yeah, probably close.
Probably goes
Kelsey,
Kittle, Mark Andrews,
I'll put Mark Andrews over Kittle.
Fantasy, yes. Overall player,
Everything. I put
Mark Andrews.
Really?
I want to throw Darren Waller
Not right now.
because
No,
but
no,
yeah,
no.
he's
Nope.
yeah, not any like he's definitely fallen. You got TJ Hawkinson, and then I'd probably put Goddard right behind him.
I might put Sam right now over Goddard.
Laporta, yeah. See, like that's where
He's
like 5 to 7 is kind of like Sam Laporta, Dallas Goddard,
Cole Kmet.
Yeah. Cole Kmet.
Any Bears love.
Yeah,
Cole
Kmet can be number 10, top 10.
He'll be in the top 10 before the season's over, though, if he isn't already.
Though. All right. So this was the long fantasy Q3. Quarter 4 will be a little bit shorter because we're gonna blow through this shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
All right.
Beer's getting warm, dog.
So for college football, we only cover like the top 25 matchups, and then Iowa State very briefly because he doesn't fucking watch college football.
Right.
So usually it's mostly me just stating a game.
We can talk college football.
We're just gonna blow through all this shit, really.
Gotcha.
Number 8 Oregon versus number 7 Washington, Pac-12 matchup.
Upset.
So you think Oregon upsets Washington?
No, who's number 7? Washington's number 7. Right?
Yeah. And Oregon's number 8.
No, I got Washington. I thought it was.
I'm a Ducks fan, so
I got Washington.
Go Knicks. The over/under for that game is 67 points. I'm fucking hammering the over on those points. I think there's gonna be so many points put up in that game. Like if I would not be shocked if it was like 47 to like 50 something. By the end, just it's a Pac-12 game.
It's not gonna be though. I think this game is gonna be a lot lower scoring than people think.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the under. I'm gonna take the over.
You stick the under.
Actually, what I'll do is I'll fade myself. I'll bet the under like $10, and I'll bet the over $5.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, oh well, kind of comes out even. Number 10 USC versus number 21 Notre Dame. USC's defense is fucking trash, but Notre Dame has not been good, so I think I'm gonna have to take USC for this.
Yeah, you gotta tell you that the offense is gonna do
enough. Number 25 Miami versus 12 North Carolina. Yeah, Miami's just get it together. Number 18 UCLA versus number 15 Oregon State.
Upset. UCLA.
And then for our inner Iowa people, Iowa State plays Cincy, which I think Iowa State pulls off. The new Pac-12 teams have not been good in the Pac-12 this year, so I think Iowa State holds that. And then Iowa plays Wisconsin, 5-1 and 4-1, I think, against each other. Iowa will
find a way to lose that game.
They always do.
They will find a way to lose that game.
All right, so coming into the pick'ems this week. Last week I went 7-7, and I'm 48-30 overall. What are you?
I was 7-7, so I don't know what mine is.
You're 46-32 then.
I got winning records though.
Yeah, 2 less than me. JT went 6 for 8. He was the guest last week, and our guest a couple weeks ago went 8-8. So, not hard.
You gotta beat him. You gotta.
Going undefeated.
All right. So, first matchup Thursday night football: Chiefs versus Denver in Kansas City.
Another 70-point game, man. Another 70-point game.
All right, so I take it you're taking the
of course I'm
Denver Broncos. All right, I also took the Chiefs.
Okay.
First Sunday game, well, I guess the 9:30 London game. Baltimore.
There's another one.
Well, it's at 9:30, so I imagine it's
the London game. It's the last one.
Baltimore at Tennessee, I guess.
I'm gonna take the Ravens.
You gotta take Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm taking the Ravens.
Lamar Jackson bounce back, have a good game.
Next one is Washington at Atlanta.
That was a really hard one for me, but I'm taking Atlanta.
I'm taking Atlanta.
Who are you taking? Washington?
Bounce back game, baby. That defense is gonna bounce back. Sam Howell is just gonna fucking masterclass.
He's gonna finish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've never heard of a man named Bijan.
Here's the thing. Emmanuel Forbes ain't got to do anything. All right? They don't throw the ball to wide receivers.
You better hope Bijan doesn't get his milk eye, man.
Next next game is Minnesota at Chicago.
You know I'm going. Bear down.
I'm going to take the Vikings, too.
Did the Vikings win?
Yeah, I put the Vikings to win.
Of course you think the Vikings.
Oh, hell yeah.
Even a score prediction? What? Score prediction?
No JJ. I think it's going to be closer because we always play you guys pretty close.
23-17.
Really? I was going to say... I feel like a 28. I'm going to say 28-21. Say touchdown.
31-13 Bears.
Ooh, so you're blowing us out.
All right, I wrote it down. So we have
31-13 Bears. No JJ? Come on, man. 1 touchdown and 2 field goals.
Not Jordan Addison, Tim. All right.
He's not number one, though. He's not number one, though.
Seahawks at Cincinnati.
I'm putting my money where my mouth is.
Bengals.
I took Bengals, too.
Bengals at home.
Who'd you take?
Joe Burrow.
I sports bet them to cover -3, Marcus. I took the Bengals. Right?
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah, I think Joe Burrow never got that offense clicking.
Do we have to talk about the next one?
San Fran at Cleveland. Well, I got to know his. I got to know. All right.
San Fran, man.
San Fran for sure. That better be 3 San Fran. And watch. The Browns are gonna take it out of their ass and beat the shit out of it.
the rookie quarterback from UCLA is gonna
Oh man,
because I don't think Deshaun's gonna play again. So
he came in and stunk up the place. Man.
Yeah, well, if he comes in against the Niners, it's gonna be
Boston on the field day.
Next game is Carolina at Miami.
Miami.
Detroit at Tampa Bay.
It's gonna be a closer game than people think.
I think it's gonna be a close game than people think too, but I do think Detroit win that one.
I take Detroit too, but I think it's gonna be close. Tampa is no joke. Baker Mayfield's on his progression of chip on his shoulder, but as soon as he gets past that, then it's like,
Yeah. I agree. And that Lions defense, that pass rush, even Hutchinson.
Is Mike Evans gonna be back too?
Probably. He's questionable.
I think he's out again.
That's good because I got Chris Godwin. I got Chris Godwin. I like
next one is the Colts at Jags.
I took the Jags too. If Anthony Richardson was in here, I might change my mind. But
you know what?
You gonna switch it?
I'm gonna go Colts.
You're gonna go Minshew Mania.
I'm going Minshew
Gardner
Mania.
Minshew.
I'm going Minshew Mania. I'm going Colts.
Do you like the mustache or what?
I don't like the mustache.
Well, here's the thing: the Colts always somehow ruin the Jags parade, or something. Interdivision, division stuff. The Saints at Texans.
Taking the Aints.
I'm taking Houston.
Who are you taking, Timmy?
I took the Saints. I wanted to take the Texans, but the Texans fucked me last week when I tried to take them, and the Saints defense is just better. So Derek Carr looked a little bit better this week.
Derek Carr, not him.
He looked better.
He don't look good in New Orleans. I'll be honest with you. He don't look what people thought.
Yeah.
I want to see Jameis.
He should look.
I want to see Jameis. I love.
I want to see Jameis.
30 for 30 was awesome.
I want to see Jameis.
Everybody wants to see Jameis.
I want to see Jameis, man.
Next one is Pats at Vegas.
I want to take the Pats so bad. You don't even understand how bad I want to take the Pats because I feel like they should. I got to take Vegas.
I'm taking the Pats.
Take Vegas.
Raiders is a terrible team, man. They're gonna find a way to lose that
I took the Raiders.
Josh McDaniels gonna find a way to fold against Belichick. Watch.
Definitely
gonna find a way to fold against Belichick.
Next one is Cards at the Rams.
This one I took a second to think about.
Rams.
I took the Rams too.
I'm gonna go Rams.
I took the Rams just because they put up a fight against the Eagles.
Yeah,
they made it difficult. Next one is Philly at the Jets.
Trap game.
It is a trap game. I still took Philly. All right, fuck you.
I took Philly too, but I didn't want to. I felt like, honestly, the Jets could pull this one off.
Give me Zach Wilson, man. Come on. Oof. Give me Zach Wilson.
Dude's gonna fucking die.
Give me Zach Wilson.
He has no line. He's gonna die.
Give me Zach Wilson.
Jalen Carter and fucking Jordan Davis are just gonna
cool.
I'm starting Breece Hall this week. I'm not happy about it.
It's scary.
Give me Zach Wilson.
Next one is New York Giants at Buffalo.
Upset.
Upset.
Upset. I'm going with the upset. Yeah, the more I sat here and thought about it, I'm going
Giants.
I'm going
And then the Monday night game, Dallas at the Chargers.
Dallas.
Who's your take, Skinny?
Y'all are Justin Herbert haters. I took the Chargers. Austin Eckler is going to be back. That offense has been good. Justin Herbert looks good.
I like the Chargers, but bounce back game for the Cowboys.
Eckler's
You ever heard of Michael Parsons?
Bounce back game for the Cowboys, man.
2020's LT? You must not have heard of him.
Get his name out of the mouth right now.
It's too early for that.
Yeah, way
too early for that comparison.
Way too early. That's terrible.
LT is arguably the greatest player of all time.
Oh,
Yeah, and Michael Parsons can't even snick his jaw. Right.
He's arguably the greatest player. Not we not talking about a specific position. Arguably the greatest player of all time.
Well, we'll keep track of that. We'll see how you do. You just need to beat 8. So
yeah,
and you're
watch. I'm gonna get 10.
10?
10.
That's a good week.
My best week so far, I got 14.
Oh, you got 14?
I had a good week though. One of them, didn't I? I can't
You
remember.
got like 12 and whatever, 12 and 4.
I'm gonna get at least 10. And watch how close that 31-13 score be.
Yeah, it's gonna be more like the 23-17. But it's gonna be it's gonna be the Bears beating the Vikings 23-17, some bullshit. But I know this is a longer episode.
It is,
but we talked. We had a good time. All that. Stay tuned. We're on Spotify, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook,
anything.
YouTube. Yeah, pretty much anything. So make sure you go follow, like, subscribe.
Thank you for coming on, Rob. I hope you had a good time.
Anytime, man. Invite me back. I definitely had a good time.
Well, once the Vikings beat you this week, then we can have you next week.
We'll see.
We need to get him on a down week.
Yeah, I was like, once you text me, I was like, yeah, of course he's gonna be on this week.
Yeah,
Bears missed the playoffs by 1 game because the type thing. Just get them on there. But
all right, like and subscribe.